hungover, Paul?
I mean, not really, honestly.
That's good.
I know, I feel fine. I'm tired more than anything. Happy Pride.
Happy Pride.
I mean, by
everybody.
the time this comes out, Pride Month will be over.
Totally.
But
today is Pride.
It is Pride.
And the parade is outside your window.
I live like on the parade route, basically.
Which is great.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not going.
No, neither am I. We're here doing this.
Yeah, we're here doing this. But that's great.
Gays that don't celebrate.
Well, every day is
every
Pride
day
for
is
me.
Pride.
My existence is resistance. So.
Oh,
Anyway,
Paul,
what's
anyway.
up?
Well.
Yeah, big day for you.
Big day for me. Picked up new keys to my new loft.
Yeah. Your
By the
fucking
way.
exposed brick.
My new
industrial.
girl. Everybody's like, dang.
It's crazy.
I know.
It's crazy.
I know. I met this one guy and he's like, oh, my office is across the street. I can't believe you're moving into that building.
Yeah.
I was like, neither can I. I don't feel cool enough to be in that building.
Well, fake it till you make it.
100%. But I do feel like an imposter. I'm like,
Yeah.
I am not cool enough.
You'll get cool enough from being there.
100%.
Because you got to match your environment.
I think this is like the beginning of a transitionary
Oh, I'm ready for you
period
to be
for
cool.
me. Like, cool.
Cool.
You know?
Been waiting.
Like, Paul, he's such a cunt. He's such a cunt. And when he goes, I'm just kidding, he's not.
I'm not kidding. I'm being funny.
Yeah, sure. Dick. I mean, I've been waiting to be cool myself.
Yeah, so I don't want to hear it.
Yeah. I literally was like, I'm going to need to buy a new wardrobe.
Yeah.
I don't fit in.
Yeah.
You know?
I agree. You're going to have to wear more than a black shirt and pants.
Damn it.
Damn it.
But I don't.
We'll go shopping.
I have no money. This. I know. What is money?
What is money?
You know what? What is debt?
Yeah.
At this point.
I mean, I would say that, but I can't even go. Like, all my credit cards are maxed out. Like,
Yeah.
I can't even go.
Right.
Like, be irresponsible.
Yeah.
I already was.
Yep. Yeah. Oh man.
But you could. You got great credit.
I do, and I have a lot of credit cards.
Let's go.
With high limits.
Let's go.
I know. I'm
Fashion
like,
show.
well,
Fashion show.
I'm like, should I just like go on a trip and just like? I'm not gonna, but sometimes
good.
I'm just like.
I agree. You have to change your entire life now. Well, you basically already have.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thanks, dog.
Congratulations.
So exciting. We're gonna have so much fun over there.
I know. I'm excited to
I
just like
can't
go
wait
out to
for you to see
dinner
it.
and
Yes.
and like movie nights over there.
Yes.
Board game nights.
Everything. I'll host.
Everything.
I'll be happy to
Everything.
host. Like, I'll buy the food you cook.
Okay.
Like all that.
Maybe I'll finally start that D&D campaign.
It'd be a good place to do it.
Because it would be a good place to do it.
I'm not gonna lie.
You have that big table.
Yeah. Anyway, so
Anyway,
that's the big
great.
life news for me.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. Oh God, I'm drawing a blank.
Yeah, I mean, I don't really know if I have anything.
No fun new life experiences.
Nope. Just here existing, scraping by, day by day, minute by minute.
Yes, paycheck by paycheck.
Paycheck by paycheck.
Emphasis on that.
Well, it's like, you know what? I would be so much better if I didn't have so much debt.
Totally.
If I wasn't drowning in debt, the amount of
Right.
money that I'm making right now, I would be living large.
Yep.
But since I
you're
was
treading
unemployed
water.
for 5+ months, I am recovering.
Yes, and I don't blame you.
Yeah.
Everybody's recovering, you know?
Everybody is recovering. I mean, I don't know. I hung out with my work friends, I told you.
Oh, yeah, you got this new group of friends.
Yeah.
You're the old one.
I'm the old one.
Paul's the old one.
I say that I'm going out with the kids.
Yeah, he's going out with the kids.
We have fun.
I bet you do.
We have
They
fun.
keep you young.
They do. But I like one night a month, maybe I will hang out with them.
Yeah.
Because I can't do that.
For sure, you're old.
Yeah, I'm old.
Yeah.
Like, we went and partied, whatever, out all late, shit.
Uh-huh.
One of the dudes wakes up the next morning, like, goes to golf at 8 a.m.
Yeah, that's intense.
I was like,
yeah.
woke up with an unopened bag of wild chicken chips that I apparently brought to bed with me and did not open nor eat.
You're 34.
I'm 34.
Not 24.
I'm 34. I'm covered in cellulite. I'm a huge giant monster.
So that's where we're at.
That's where I'm at.
Okay.
You're doing great. You're thriving. Yeah. I'm here.
Don't be sad.
I'm not sad. I feel nothing.
Oh, okay. Good. That's better.
That is better. Yeah, I know. I just need to eat better and work out.
Right. I know.
Or take a GLP-1.
Yeah, or take a GLP-3. Those black market ones that
They're just like
coworker.
You can buy them online now too. Well, you're not supposed to, but
yeah.
And you get clinical trials of it. I don't know. I'm not yet. This is what I said I would do.
Okay.
I said if I can make it a habit and work out like 3 to 4 times a week.
Yeah.
For like an hour for 3 months.
Yes.
And like adjust my eating. Even though my eating's not bad.
For sure.
That's not a problem.
For sure. It's just working a desk job. And,
it's like working, being stressed out, like, and having, and just being like cortisol levels out the wazoo. I said if I could do that for 3 months, 1 quarter.
1 quarter.
Then I would
Q1,
then I would
Q3.
consider doing a little GLP-1.
There you go.
Because then I'm like, oh, that's just helping me lose weight. I'm already adjusting my life so that when I get off of this, I'm not just going to gain it all back.
Paul, say less. I understand that logic.
So I'll get to that maybe like tomorrow or something.
Yeah, maybe tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Start tomorrow.
Maybe tomorrow.
Yeah. Today we'll go check out my new place. We'll get lunch in Rhino.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll get a salad.
I'll get one too.
I'll get a salad.
I'll get a salad too.
And we'll walk.
I'll get something dirt cheap.
Yeah.
By the way.
Yeah. I spent money last night.
Yeah. All right. Well. All right. Well, it's your turn to do the intro this week. This is fun.
Welcome back to another episode of Secondhand Smut. I'm Paul.
And I'm Angela.
And this is Secondhand Smut,
the podcast where I read the smut so Paul doesn't have to.
Welcome back.
This is.
Oh
my God! Now you have something to say.
Whose phone's going up?
That's
it's
yours.
Literally me.
I'm muting my computer.
Quiet on set.
Quiet on set. Yeah, he was so ready to fucking scream at me.
Let me just go ahead and mute that. This is what I remembered. And this sounds so not milestone-y because it feels like we should have more than this.
Yeah.
We finally hit 100 followers on Spotify.
Love
I got a little
that.
notification. Even hundo.
Yeah, it's been going well.
Yeah.
I mean, you know what
Slow
I love?
but steady.
Hey.
Yeah.
I love that everyone's listening to the Dangerous Convenience Store pod episode because that's one of my favorites, and I love that series. I recently met someone who read that series and loved that series, and I was like, oh my God, and we nerded out about it. They're really cool. They read a lot of that stuff, so I'm going to get some more book recommendations from them.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. So yeah, thank you, fans. Thank you for following me. I don't know how many followers we have on Apple because
I know
I manage everything through Spotify.
You know what? And who cares? It'll be a fun surprise.
Yeah, it will be a fun surprise when I log in finally.
Totally. It's like whatever.
It's fine.
But yeah, like, subscribe, tell your friends.
Yeah, share the apps.
Yep, all
do
the
what you do.
We're in for a treat today, and
it's your favorite one.
Well, I can't emphasize this enough. This is my favorite smut book.
Okay.
At this point, I'm close to 300 smut books. This is my favorite one, and I was rereading it. I read it 3 times now. I haven't read it in probably like 10 months, and I was like, let's see.
Yeah.
Is this still my favorite? I'm reading it.
Definitely is.
There is no competition. It's my favorite smut book. And it's because the tropes and the kinks in it
line up with ya.
Yep.
Man, I hope I don't hate it.
You know what? I don't give a fuck if you do. But I don't think
I bet you will.
I don't think you will. And let me tell you why.
Okay.
For everybody that doesn't know, this book is called Stand and Defend by Sloane St. James, book 4 in the Lakes Hockey series. The characters, like, the woman is not a dumb bitch.
Okay.
The woman is not a damsel in distress. She's in a bad situation, but she's not a damsel. She's smart. She's funny. She's quick. She's witty.
Okay.
And the man is like funny, asshole, nice. It's the characters.
Okay.
And also the tropes and also the kinks. And I also want you guys to know this is like one of the smuttiest books I've ever read. Now I understand Kiss of the Basilisk was very sexual, but it was almost sexual for like sexual sake.
Yeah.
This is like hot sex.
The plot,
enhances. And I'm going to be reading heavy amounts of smut in this episode.
Everybody tune in.
Turn
Watch
your
out.
volume up at work and take your headphones out.
Yeah, let your boss hear.
Let everybody hear.
Yeah.
And I cannot recommend this book enough for everyone to read. I read this book, like I said, is book 4 in the series. I read this book first and then went back and read the first 3, which you can do in standalone series like this. So.
All right, well, give it over here.
Oh, dude,
Let me read the back.
It's 30 pages long.
Let me read it.
Good luck. Her name's Jordana.
Jordana. It's in cursive.
Dude, your eyes. So old.
Yeah, I'm fat, depressed, and blind. Woo! I'm relatable to the people.
100%.
I'm a man of the people.
Neither of us can. One of us has to be low, and the other one has to be high. Like both.
And sometimes we were both low.
I know, but I feel like it's always like this.
I'm always low. That's fine. I don't know who I would be if I was happy. Okay, Jordana. I live my. It's the thinnest font on the blackest screen. Everything's fine. I live my life head over heart and never rock the boat, which is how I wound up engaged to Brian Davenport, the biggest mistake I ever made. We were a power couple, but no one knew how cruel he could be behind closed doors. When I decided to leave, my fiance, sorry, that was tough. My fiance shows how ruthless he can be and sends me running to the last person I expected, his best man. Camden Teller is a cocky, selfish, womanizing daredevil and my new favorite person. Who knew a bad boy would be such a good influence? For the first time, I'm breaking rules and living unapologetically. Our unexpected camaraderie quickly morphs into a no-strings arrangement, which I don't mind because even though he's become my closest friend, he'll never be my type.
You could read camaraderie, but not fiance.
It's more the text. It's, I'm literate. I just blind.
I believe you're literate.
And I might be dyslexic.
You might be.
Or just like a touch. Camden. I may be the new Minnesota Lakers hockey captain, but I'll always be Banksy on the ice.
Banksy.
Okay. Over my career, I've been in countless fights, being protective is part of my nature. So when the beautiful Jordana Landry shows up with nowhere to go, I don't hesitate. Unfortunately, she's also sophisticated, polite, and educated, which would be fine, except I've got a corruption kink. Yeah, you would love this. The more we hang out, the closer we get, and the harder it is to resist each other until we stop resisting. I never sleep with the same woman twice, but once with her will never be enough. However, it's not long before I realize she's not as innocent as she lets on. Jordan says I'm not her type, but she's exactly mine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you do like the corruption.
I think this book unlocked that for me like a year and a half ago. Yeah. Anyway, this was one of the first hockey romances I ever read. And then ever since then, I've read like 50. Okay, so we'll just jump right in. So we meet Jordana as Brian, her fiance calls her, which she hates. And she is from old money. Her parents are billionaires. Nice. But, when you have old money, you don't have to act like you have money. So she's very quiet about it. She's not flashy. She has a job. In fact, her job is at Brian's company that his father is the CEO of.
Gross.
And her parents have basically arranged this marriage. Her parents and his parents. It is for financial gain.
All of that sucks.
Yep. It's a tale as old as time.
Yeah.
And so she's on her way to their engagement party at this cabin. And he is like slamming his fist on the steering wheel, being like, "You're always fucking making us late," accusing her of cheating. And she's like, "First of all, you told me to be ready at 3. It's 2:15.
Yeah.
And he's like, "Why would I tell you to be ready at 3? So he's just a gaslighting.
Yeah.
I want you to just immerse yourself.
Oh, I can. I can.
Yeah. Like just a piece of shit.
I have experience to draw on.
Uh-huh. He calls her stupid at one point. I mean, it's very sad. And she's just kind of like, okay. So when they get to the party at this cabin, he takes her phone from her and like keeps it. And then when they walk in, he's like, "Aren't I so lucky, everybody, to be marrying this perfect..." Sociopath. Big time. And so she sees her best friend and maid of honor, Veronica, and goes off and like talks to Veronica. And then cut to, we meet Camden. Give you a little backstory on Camden. He also comes from money. And like the back of the book said, womanizer, slut, notorious for getting in fights. He's 28 and I think she's 25.
Okay.
And he just recently got promoted to captain. And I mean, I just recently reread the first book. And he was like an asshole in the first book. You're like, I fucking hate this guy.
Well, yeah.
So reformed, recovering. We're all recovering.
We're all recovering from something.
So he's captain now, and he's like, I'm like I have to prove myself. And there's a lot of hockey in this book. I'm not going to talk about any of it.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate that.
I won't even mention it.
Yeah.
It's a subplot that doesn't matter.
Yeah, this isn't a hockey book to me.
Yep. So he is also on his way to this engagement party. Him and Brian were childhood best friends, but have grown apart.
Yeah, because Brian's such a dick.
Because Brian's a dick, but he's like, I guess I'll be your best man. Like, I guess
you have no one else in
we'll
your
reconnect.
life.
Exactly. You know, red flag.
Yeah, red flag.
So he gets there. Introductions are made. He's introduced to Jordana, who he's heard about from Brian as a bridezilla. He's like, I'm not getting that impression from Jordana. She seems to be very nice and polite, but whatever. Veronica and her like walk away, and Camden sees Brian like ogling Veronica. And he's like, what's that about? And Brian goes, whatever, Jordana doesn't care as long as I eat my meals at home. And Cam goes, well, do you eat your meals at home?
Yeah.
And he goes, what do you think? And then winks. And Cam's like, I don't fucking like this. I don't think you do. This is gross.
Yeah.
Anyway, so cut to Brian takes Jordana upstairs and into a room. And Cam goes upstairs, takes a suitcase. He's going to look for a room. And he can hear Brian like yelling at Jordana, being like, why do you always have to act like such a fucking whore? Just, you're hitting on my best man. And she's like, Brian, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
And Cam's, his like hair on the back of his neck is starting to stand up because he recognizes that tone because his biological dad was a massive abuser.
Okay, great.
And we'll learn more about this later on. So he's like, fuck that. So he opens the door and he can see that Brian has his arm around Jordana.
Yeah.
And he's like, what, everything going okay in here? And Jordana like pulls her arm away and Brian's like, it's fine. Everything's fine. And then Jordana's like, yes, I'm going to head back downstairs. And so she goes downstairs.
Okay.
And Cam's just like, whatever. I don't like, but he's like, I'll keep my eye on this. He's just like,
sure.
Shit's weird.
Sure.
So cut to like the party happens, whatever. Cut to like 2 weeks later in Vegas. It's the combined bachelorette party.
Hate that.
Of course, I knew.
I hate that.
When I typed this, I was like, Paul's gonna go hate that.
Obviously, I hate that. Have your separate parties. That's so gross.
Grow up. But they have like separate suites. Whatever, it doesn't matter. They're together. So Cam's taking a girl from the club back to his suite, and Jordana stops him and is like, "Hey, I can't find Brian, and I've been separated from Veronica. Can you tell me if he's up in the suite?
Yeah.
Tell him to come down."
He's cheating on her, obviously.
So of course, Cam goes upstairs. And he opens the door, and Brian's balls deep in Veronica.
Yeah. Oh, great. Mm-hmm. Perfect.
And Cam, like, slams the door, and he's like, are you fucking kidding me? Her best friend?
Yeah. Well, fuck Veronica.
For sure.
Ew.
Both of them.
Both of them.
Yeah. And Brian's like, don't fucking say a word. Like, you say a word, I'll fucking kill you. Cam goes, Cam goes, well, she's downstairs, and I'm going to go sit with her until you figure out what the fuck you're going to do.
Telling.
So he goes downstairs.
I've already tweeted it out.
Yeah.
At this point.
And she's like, was he up there? And he goes, yes. And he wasn't alone.
Hell yeah, he wasn't alone.
And she goes, where's Veronica? And he goes, I think you know. And she's just like, gets pissed. She starts shaking her head. And she orders an Uber right then and there. And is like, I'm going to the airport.
Yeah, bye, bitch.
See ya. He goes, don't you need your things? She goes,
I'll buy new stuff.
I don't fucking need any of that.
Yeah.
In fact, I'm chartering a plane and he's going to pay for it. Kim's like, good for you.
Yeah.
Gets a text from Brian, or Brian comes down and she's gone. He has her location and he's like, she's at the fucking airport. He's like, what do you want me to do?
I'd be like, I'm leaving.
He goes, she figured it out, man. Like,
everybody figured it out.
Yeah. So cut to back home, which is the Twin Cities, which is Minneapolis, St. Paul, hockey.
Sure.
You know,
obviously
cold.
Yes.
She is staying with her mom and dad, who are billionaires, by the way.
Yeah.
And her mom, I don't think we want to do anything rash, like cancel the wedding. And Jordana is like, you've got to be kidding me. And she's just like, I guess I'm going to deal with this without your support. And it's not that her mom isn't supportive. She's like, that's terrible. This is horrible. But think of the implications of everything else in your life.
I've been like, what? Like, I don't work at this company. I don't need to work. I don't need that money.
I'm a billionaire. You know?
When you guys die, I get all of this.
Yes. So then her mom and dad fly to Monaco for the winter for like 6 months. So they're out of the picture now. She's staying at her mom and dad's house by herself. Oh, also Brian keeps giving Cam text messages. You motherfucker. Can't believe you did this.
Blocked.
Leave Cam's like, I'm not responding to this guy.
I don't know you.
Right. We're not friends. I'm not going to be your best man. We're done.
Well, your wedding's off.
Yeah, exactly.
So that problem kind of solved itself.
So cut to, he goes to his favorite coffee shop.
Starbucks.
Wouldn't you know it? Pete's Dasbog. It's her favorite coffee shop too.
Crazy.
Can you believe it?
No. No.
And she's there, and he invites her to sit down, and she's got like a really dark sense of humor about this, like self-deprecating, but just funny. You know, she's fun. Yeah. And he's like, this is fun. Like, okay. Like, she's making jokes, and she's going, too soon to joke about this. And he's like, is it? But it's been like a week and a half, 2 weeks, and she's been off the diet that Brian had her on. And yeah, and she tells him that because the ring is stuck on her finger, because she's gained like 8 pounds. She can't get it off. And so he like takes her hand, gets some string from the bakery, and like gets the ring, and she's like, thank fucking God this is off. And while they're doing it, they're having this snarky, like kind of shit talky conversation, and he's like, this is just fun. Like, I enjoy her.
And the meaning of him being the one to remove the ring.
The collar. She was like,
it
felt like a collar around my neck, and not the good kind.
Yeah. Some people love that.
Not the kind we like.
Yeah.
The bad kind. Then it gets a little serious, and he's like, what are you going to do? Yeah. Like, this is a situation that you can't go back to, because she said what her mom said. He's like, no, you can't go back to him.
Obviously not.
Yeah. She's like, it's just messy, and I need to figure it out, and I'm not going back to him. Like, that's not an option.
I think it is, in fact, figured out.
Yeah, well, she's just like, now I got to cancel all the plans, worry about all the deposits we've made. Our finances, he made me combine our finances. He owns the apartment, he owns the car I drive, all this stuff. So she's like, I've got to just figure it out.
All of that.
I will be financially fine.
Yeah, I will still be fine.
Right. Well, you know, billionaires can still be abused.
I don't know about that.
This one at least.
I guess so.
Just this one.
Okay.
She's a good one.
Sure. All right.
But then, so on their way out, he was like, if you are unsafe, please let me know. I have resources available to women for these types of things. And she just kind of looks down like she's ashamed of herself for letting it become what it became and all this stuff. So he's like, here, we don't have to talk about it. Just take my number. And if you ever need me, please, please, please call me. And then he was like, he goes back to being cheeky, and he's like, if you really want to get back at him. And she goes, oh, I know all about you.
Yeah.
You're a slut.
I'd have done it.
And she goes, you aren't coming near my vagina. He goes, well, I can come on your back.
Oh.
And she goes, you're a fuckboy.
Yeah.
And leaves.
I was like, yeah. That's what you need right now.
Totally.
This is perfect.
Yes. So cut to a couple days later, he hasn't heard from her. She hasn't reached out. So he reaches out to her. And she's like, I'm having a bad day. And he goes, why don't you come on a ride for me on my motorcycle? We'll talk about it.
Oh, my God.
So she gets on the back of his motor. He's like, scoot up.
Yeah.
Wrap your arms around
for
me.
safety.
Oh,
Look at you.
Wouldn't that do something to you, Paul?
Oh, of course it would.
Okay.
Obviously it would.
Right. Like, you're on like, he smells good.
Yeah, and then all of a sudden I'm changing my whole personality to be like a bitch who rides, you know.
Big, muscly guy.
Yeah. I'm like, oh, I just like love being on the back of a motorcycle.
It's so freeing. Yeah. He's like reaching back, grabbing her thigh. I'd be like, let's do this.
Well, yeah. You'd have fucked him in a coffee shop.
For sure. I would have fucked him in Vegas.
I was going to say, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway. So they have a heart-to-heart. He opens up a little bit about his mom and his biological dad, and how his mom escaped his dad when he was like 9 or something, and took him and his 2 sisters away, and then remarried his stepdad, who's now his dad. So she's like, okay, clearly he knows about domestic violence.
Yeah.
Like, something's going on. Then she makes a comment about how she's really enjoying being at her parents' house because she can finally be back with her dog because Brian's allergic to dogs. Kim goes, he's not fucking allergic to dogs.
Yeah.
He had a dog growing up. And she's like, are you kidding me?
Of course.
It's just a fucking piece of shit. So cut to the next day. She's decided, this is it. I'm going to my condo with Brian, and I'm cutting this off.
Yeah.
We're ending this right now. Okay, so Jordan she's going by Jordan now because she always hated going by Jordana. And Cam only...
I would too. That sounds so dumb.
For sure. And Cam only calls her Jordan. And she loves that Cam only calls her Jordan. Anyway, so she goes to the condo.
Yeah.
And it says, when I hear the click of the deadbolt, I sit up and take a deep breath. This is it. He saunters in, holding his keys in his fist over the kitchen island, and opens his clenched palm to let them hit the marble with a harsh clank. He continues his slow stride until he's standing at the edge of the living room in the kitchen. He sighs. I'm sorry for what happened. I came here to tell him one thing. We're done.
Yeah.
He's not even taking full responsibility. He's sorry for what happened, as if the affair was some act of God. She says, I've already made an appointment for us to get financials sorted with the banks. I want our accounts separated. As far as the wedding, no. Excuse me? My blood fires through my veins. He doesn't get to reject my breakup. Yeah. I pluck the engagement ring off the coffee table and meet him. You made your choice in Vegas, and I hold out the ring for him to take. His jaw ticks. No, we're going to work this out. Smirking, he takes the ring from me, grabs me by the neck, and walks me to the dividing wall between the living room and the bedroom hallway.
By the neck?
You're hurting me, she says. You're hurting me, he says. Alarm bells ring. His voice is monotone, but his actions are firm and calculating. Menacing. Do not try me, Jordana. This marriage is happening. We're walking down the aisle in a month. And you're going to do it with a smile on your fat fucking face.
There would be a dead body in this condo.
He pulls my neck forward and slams my head against the drywall 3 times to punctuate his last words. Fat fucking face.
Oh, now I'm like, I'm going to kill you. I don't have to mark myself up because you already marked me up. So
yep.
I have a case.
I will kill you.
I will kill you.
Yep. So he just slammed her head into the wall 3 times.
That's crazy. Call Cameron.
Yeah.
Camden.
I
don't fucking know.
Dare you.
Get Cam on the phone.
So, and then he goes, go get fucking dressed. I've left a dress out for you. And if your fat ass can't fit into it, that's not my problem.
Oh my God.
And she's terrified. Like, he's never hit her before. And let alone slammed her head into the wall. Yeah. And so he's like, we're going to an event tonight. So she goes and gets dressed. And she's like thinking, okay, I'm going to go and I've got to figure out how to get the fuck out of this. So she goes that night. He's taken her to a charity event for Safe House.
I was going to say for domestic violence.
Safe House is the charity that Camden founded.
Oh, crazy.
And runs.
Oh, crazy.
And she had no clue because Brian never told her.
Yeah.
And she's sitting there
just
being
having
like,
been abused.
Hypocritical. Yeah.
Well, yeah, this is the craziest shit I've ever heard in my life.
Sociopath.
Yeah, I would be immediately telling.
Then before they left, by the way, when she comes out in her dress, and he's like, oh yeah, put this back on. And shoves the ring back on her finger and almost degloves her finger.
Ah!
Yeah.
Ew.
So Cam sees them that night and is like, what the fuck? We just went on a motorcycle. I know she's like, I'm
not into this.
He's like, I'm worried. Like, why? What's happened? And he looks at her finger and it's all bruised. But her hair's down and covering up so he can't see the marks on her. His spidey senses are tingling.
Yeah,
he's obviously. Like, something's going on here. So he's faking. He's pretending. He's talking to Brian. He's talking to her. Cut to the next day. She's formulated a plan to get out. She's like, I'm leaving my office at 1 p.m. I know Brian has a meeting at 2. I'm going to go pack a bag and leave. And get, like, she's got a bunch of papers in the safe and she's just got shit she's got to grab to leave. So she gets to the house, puts the code in the safe, won't work.
Obviously.
Yep.
Of course.
Goes to the closet, starts packing. Here's the front door slam. It's Brian.
Yeah.
He's tracking her phone. So he goes, you fucking thought you could leave the office and not tell me? You think I wouldn't see you leaving? So she's scared. She's like, I'm going to die. He's going to kill me. And so she's in this big walk-in closet, which has a door that leads into a laundry room, which leads back into the foyer of their apartment.
Okay.
So she's like backing away as they're yelling. And now he's pissed her off. And she's like, oh no, fuck this guy.
Yeah.
So she starts screaming at him and being like, you fucking piece of shit. Like, you fucking did this, all this stuff. And so he's getting mad, she's getting mad, and then now he's getting angry, and he's charging at her, and there's a pocket door, and he, like, puts his hand on the doorway, and she swings and smashes his hand, and can get away, starts running to the front door, has her hand on the door, and then a iron from the laundry room hits the drywall right next to her head, hole in the wall, and she's, like, shaking.
Yeah.
She's in heels, because she came from the office, has no bag, runs into the stairwell, starts running down the stairs. He's chasing her, fucking screaming at her, all this stuff. And then all of a sudden she can't hear him chasing her anymore. And when she gets down to the bottom of into the parking garage, she opens the door and he's standing right there leaning against the wall. He took like an elevator down and beat her down. And the security guy in this like secure ass apartment is down there and he's like,
what's up?
And he goes, oh, nothing. You know, my fiance here was just
I would just be screaming.
And she just looks at him and she's like, the guy can tell she's in distress.
Yeah.
And so the guy's like, I'll just walk her to her car, Mr. Davenport. Yeah. And he does. And she gets in her car and she gets away.
Good.
And she gets in the car.
For the security guard.
Totally. And she calls Cam. And she's like, I need your help.
Yeah.
And he is like, this is what you're going to do. Tell me where you're at. Let me write down directions to my house. Then I want you to turn off GPS on your phone and on your car. Turn your phone on airplane mode. Then turn your phone off. And she's like shaking, crying. And she's like, okay. And so she does all that. And she makes it to Cam's house. He's like, I'll be there as quickly as I can. Just, here's the code to my door. Here's the code to my gate. Like, tell the security guy, because he's rich. He lives in a fucking, so he's like, all the things you need to do, just go there and I'll get some stuff for you and I'll see you tonight. So she gets there. And of course, this fucking guy, who's perfect in every way,
of course,
goes to that coffee shop, picks up her favorite pastry, gets her a toothbrush, gets groceries, gets her some clothes because he knows she won't have any clothes. He's also done this for several women in his life.
Yeah.
And when he gets there, she tells him a little bit about what happened, but never that Brian hit her. He chased me, is what she says. And he's like, I know this bitch is lying, but it's not my place to call her out right now. And so he's like, listen, your parents are in Monaco. He knows you're alone in that house. He doesn't know you're here.
Yeah.
I have an apartment above my garage, private entrance.
Just stay there.
Stay
Stay here.
He's like, I know I travel a lot for games, but like I have a house manager. It's very secure. All this stuff.
Yeah.
God, a house manager.
A house manager.
He gets there. He makes dinner for her. They talk. It's very nice. And he's also like, damn, this woman's beautiful.
Sure.
Of course. That's like in the back of his mind. But he's like, I'm not going to flirt with her because now's not the time. Whatever. A few days go by. She's agreed to stay there, but she's like, I won't impose. I'll just do a couple days here. He's like, bitch, you can stay here forever.
Yeah.
So the texting over the couple days does get flirty, and she's always like, you're not my type.
Yeah.
That's like their running joke in the book. You're not my type. And at the end of the book, in the epilogue, he's like, tell me I'm your type.
Yeah, you're
right. So he's away for a few days, but then he comes home. And he's just like, immediately feels good that she's there. He's like, my house feels like a home now that this woman is here, But, and they talk about their past, and he tells her everything about his mom and dad and all this stuff. And she's like, okay, I get it. So then one night, after she's been there for like, I don't know, maybe a week.
Yeah.
He's like, well, I'm going to head down to the theater room and watch a movie if you want to go watch a movie with me.
Sure.
And it's like, massive big couch, comfy blankets, all this stuff. And so she's like, all right, I'll go down there.
Yeah.
She was like, well, I was just going to read my spicy book, but maybe I'll...
Of course she reads spicy books.
Uh-huh.
They always do.
They always do.
They always do.
So she goes down there and they're watching this movie and they're like sitting close to each other and they keep stealing glances at each other, And then there's a sex scene in the movie and it's like, he's like, this is fucking yelling. And finally the movie's over. They're being awkward. And they both go to like leave the door at the same time and hit each other's shoulders.
Okay.
And then he like grabs her hand and she looks up at him and they kiss. They share a kiss.
Oh my God.
And it's a good one, Paul.
I bet.
It's a good one.
You saved my life kiss.
Yes, you did. It's a Paul level kiss. You would like this kiss. She's like, ugh, and then panics. I can't do this. I'm so sorry.
Run away.
Yeah.
You're
so she literally runs away. He texts her from his room and she's like, I'm just sorry. We can't do that again. You're not my type.
Yeah.
And he goes, you're so full of shit.
Yeah, you love me.
And she hangs up and she's like, oh man, I am full of shit. I'm so into this guy. Next day, she's like, I'm going to go into the office. I know Brian is supposed to be out of town for work.
I don't work there anymore.
No.
Like.
You slammed my head into a wall.
Yeah. It's like, I'm not going to any office anywhere.
So uses her badge to get in.
Yeah.
I'm picturing she's at a turnstile.
Yeah.
Can't get in.
Perfect.
Yep.
I don't work here.
The woman at the desk is like, I'm sorry, Jordana. It says you've been terminated. I need your laptop and you're going to have to give me.
You can have it. Easy.
But of course she's pissed because she's working on this big project right now that she was assigned.
Not my project.
So she quickly sits on a bench, takes a flash drive and saves all of her work to the flash drive.
Sure.
Also, because the work she's been assigned, she's been suspect of.
Oh, like there's something up with it.
She's like, something's going on. And she's like, I'm not willing to part with this right now. So that's why she saves everything on a flash drive.
Bring it down. She's going to bring them all down.
Mm-hmm. Gets in her car, gives the laptop, gets in her car, leaves. Driving. Here's sirens blaring behind her. Gets pulled over.
Car's stolen.
Car's been reported stolen, ma'am. So
you can have it. Hand my keys to the cop.
Yep. He's like, I'm going to have to take you in. And she's like, you understand, I don't want to do this, but you understand who donated $20 million.
Who my father is.
The Landry Foundation or whatever,
Fucking rich people.
So he's like, okay, I'll let you go. Leave the car here. I did want to read this one part to you because she has no money. And I want to like explain to you how.
No money?
Yeah. I thought I was like, okay, this kind of checks out. A text message flashes across my screen. Brian Davenport, ready to come home yet? I pretend I didn't see it and open up Uber to request a car. Payment declined. What the fuck? I switched the payment method. JP Morgan Reserve declined. Amex Black declined. Did he deactivate my cards? The problem with the ultra wealthy is we don't have money because having money costs money. We have assets, liabilities, and commodities. Any transaction is done with an equity line of credit, a loan secured against a financial portfolio. As long as my portfolio returns more than the interest on my credit, everything's copacetic. The downside of this is rarely having any liquid money or cash. So that's the explanation as to why, and he's controlled the cards, so...
Sure. I mean, I guess I could see that he might be able to fuck you over, like, for that day or two.
Yes.
But I would just be like...
Well, and that's what happens.
I would just be like, it's fine. I'm just going to go get, like, a credit card from my parents.
Or I'm going to reach out to my financial advisor, which is what she does.
Yeah, I'm just like, I have access to money.
Hurting her in the moment.
Yeah.
But she finds, like, $4.32 in her purse, and she's like, I guess I'll take a fucking bus. Looks up how the bus works. It can only go so far towards Cam's house, so she ends up having to walk 5 miles in her heels. Yeah. And in the heels, her feet are getting cut.
Of course.
And she's getting pissed.
Yeah.
And she decides, I'm gonna be a villain instead of a victim. This motherfucker's...
Oh, yeah, I'm hiring a hitman.
Yep. So she's decided in that moment, I'm gonna take him down. Like, there's nothing that...
Yeah.
So Cam comes home, but she goes home and she like makes brownies and gets drunk and is like coming up with a plan. So Cam comes home and she's drunk and she's like, yeah, well, I have no job, no money, no car. I have nothing.
It's freeing.
It is. And he's like,
once in a while.
Okay, you sure you're okay? And she goes, I'm not fucking going back to him, but I can see why women in this situation would.
Yeah, because you don't know what
she was like, I'm privileged that I don't have
that you're a billionaire, so this is just a blip in a week.
Yep. So, Cam just says, he's cutting you off and this is a good thing. This is the best thing that will ever happen to you. And so she's like, I know.
I do think it's crazy that her parents would in any way support this dude controlling her finances or merging their finances.
I wonder if they knew.
That's my money.
Yeah, I don't know if they knew that. Because I would imagine they expected that to happen after they were married.
Yeah, I'd be like, okay, of course. But even so, I'd be like, you're always going to have like your trust, I would assume, or something.
Mm-hmm. Sure, there's contingencies on that, but...
Yeah.
So cut to a week later. She's now been staying with Cam for probably like 3 weeks, I would say. 2-3 weeks. Tension building, the kiss.
Sure.
She's pissed now. She's in her villain era. She's bringing some clean laundry. She's trying to like hold her weight around the house because she feels guilty about letting her stay there or whatever. But so she's bringing some laundry up to his room. And she opens the door.
He's jerking it.
He's standing there with headphones on, naked. And she looks down. Huge dick.
Yeah.
Jacob's ladder.
Oh shit! Really?
Yeah.
Oh, he's like that.
Covered in tattoos.
Oh, he's like that.
Jacob's ladder. Yeah. He's like that. And she's like,
yeah.
She's like, ah, and he's just looking at her, laughing.
Of course.
He's just like,
check it out.
Yep, check it out. She like drops the clothes. Like, oh my god. The next night, she's cooking dinner for them. She's gonna make them a nice shepherd's pie.
Oh, lovely.
I knew you would love that.
I love a shepherd's pie.
I knew you would love that. So she's cooking dinner and he walks in the kitchen. He's wearing a white t-shirt, great sweatpants, and he walks up to her behind the counter and takes his hat and flips it fucking backwards.
Dick sucking mode.
And starts helping her prepare dinner. And she's like, I can't stand next to him.
Yeah.
Knowing what's in his pants, knowing what I've seen. Like, he's been so nice to me for these 3 weeks. Like, he's like... She's just like, this is too fucking much.
Yeah.
So they put the shepherd's pie in and he goes, you want to get high?
Fuck yeah.
And she goes,
he is perfect.
I know, Paul. Just wait.
He is perfect.
He is perfect. It's about to become so next level.
Yeah.
I didn't think there was a way you wouldn't like him.
Oh, there's obviously I'm in love with him.
So they go sit down in this sunken living room. And he's sitting on the edge of one couch and he's rolling his own joint and she's watching him. Like, she's sitting here and he's sitting there. Like, their knees could be touching kind of a thing. He's got his backwards hat on. Rolling this
such
joint.
A slut for that.
Everyone is.
Yeah.
And she's just like, oh my God.
Yeah.
So, I'm going to read to you. It's going to be for a while.
Okay.
I'm picking and choosing. But this is what I really want the people to hear.
Okay.
Because... this smut scene is my favorite smut scene in any smut book I've ever read. Yeah. So buckle up, everybody. His skilled fingers are meticulous as they delicately roll back and forth to balance the gram of weed in the hemp paper. When he's pleased with the size, he licks across the paper while looking up at me through hooded lids. He's fucking with me because I walked in on him. He sparks it and takes 2 hits and passes it to me. So, piercings, huh? He looks down and laughs. Yeah, it's not only me who benefits from them. You're such a whore, I say, chuckling and shaking my head. Does it really make that big of a difference? Want to find out? He asks, raising his eyebrows. He looks away and takes another hit. It was a joke, but it's not hard to let my imagination run wild. He probably knows what he's doing. He's experienced, packing heat. And then there's those piercings.
Packing heat.
I'm surprised I didn't see a sticker on his dick earlier that said, warning, advanced cock, not for beginners. Fuck at your own risk. It might be nice. It's been so long since I've had good sex, I think. Have I ever had good sex? I don't know if it's the THC or the aftermath of the week, but I call his bluff. Would you? His eyes snap back to mine. Would I what? Would you fuck me if I asked you to? He stares at me for what seems like forever. His gaze travels over my body like a predator sizing up his hunt. Yeah, I'd fuck you, Jordan. Is that something you want? I mean, I'm a little curious as to what it's like. He goes,
look at you. You love this.
Paul, you have no idea. Look how this... I've had this...
You've cracked that book.
I've cracked
You've cracked that book.
And this book has cracked me.
Yeah.
Anyway, if you think this is some kind of eye for an eye thing with Brian, you should know that sex you had with him would not be the equivalent to sex you would have with me.
Yeah.
I laugh. You're very cocky. I reach my arm out and he passes me the joint so I can take a drag. Did you guys have sex and stuff?
I just have to point something out.
Okay.
I don't think this person's ever smoked weed.
Jordan?
The author.
I think she's skirting around...
She's saying, like...
THC.
Well,
I'm like, can you
taking a drag.
Well, you say take a drag.
No, you don't.
Off a joint?
So you take a
hit.
hit. You take a drag from a cigarette.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I
This feels like a...
Well, I'm like, are you trying to be PC about smoking weed, or have you never smoked weed?
It feels very, I've only seen weed smoked on TV.
Yeah, for sure.
But no,
but
I'm fine. I'm not
for
I'm
sure.
not shitting on your book.
I love the fact that they're smoking weed.
I love smoking weed.
For sure.
Love smoking weed.
But you know, I do. I was like, this is cheesy.
But this, it sounds like someone who's never smoked weed who's like, yeah, this would be what it's like.
Totally. I wonder if she has. Anyway. Oh, and I got to tell you something funny at the end of the book.
All right.
Remember I said that.
Okay.
And it's really not funny.
Okay.
Anyway.
Perfect.
She goes, yeah, of course we had sex. He's a shitty lay, isn't he? I have no idea. You don't know. Well, what's it like? I mean, your answer is pretty telling. She goes, I don't know. It was normal, but there was this one thing he did. He liked to remind me over and over that he was a dominant and I was the submissive. You said he's a dom?
Yeah, what?
And she goes, he said it.
Yeah.
And he goes, he's not a dom, and laughs. And she goes, how would you know? He leans forward. Damn, that backwards hat is really working for him.
Yeah.
His eyes search mine, and he says, because I'd never treat a partner the way he treated you. It's as much about your pleasure as it is his. Did you even like being submissive, or was that some more shit he pushed on you? And she goes, yes and no, but he would only fuck me from behind with the lights off.
Gay. Gay.
100%. So she goes, I would use my imagination to picture other things happening. He goes, fuck, Jordan, I'm sorry, that's awful.
Yeah.
He's like, tell me about your spicy books. What have you read? What do you want to try?
Yeah.
And she says, right away, a flush rises up my neck and I giggle again. He goes, oh, it's kinky, isn't it? Come on, just tell me. I exhale and rattle off the bucket list I've memorized. Breath play, blowjobs, kneeling, slapping, spitting, impact play, praise, degradation, objectification, anal, being watched, being shared.
So it's your list.
I know. I was like, did I get my list from this book? She goes, being shared. I don't think I could actually go through with it. I'm too monogamous at heart, but the ideal of it is thrilling. I love a good white shoes. He goes, that's fucked up, Jordan. Not your kinks. Those are great, but it's blowing my mind he never tried to give you even one of those things.
Yeah.
He winks at me and tips his chin up. So what is it you want, sunshine? And she's just like, I don't have the experience you do. And he's like, I don't fucking care. Your curiosity is sexy.
Yo.
Like, I don't give a shit. And then she goes, well, I can't come during sex. And he goes,
excuse me?
Do you want to?
Yeah.
Which this is
I don't think you can't. I just don't think you have.
Yeah. This is kind of reminiscent of The Roommate. Do you remember The Roommate?
Yeah, I remember The Roommate.
That was a good book.
That was a hit.
Yeah, we liked that guy too.
Yeah.
Anyway, so he goes, do you want to? And he's like, Jesus, Jordan, have you ever been properly fucked?
Obviously not.
Yeah. He goes, just let me do it. Just let me show you what it's like. And she goes, well, I told you how inexperienced I am. You don't want this. Trust me, I'm a mess. And he says, oh, sunshine, I love a big mess. I'll take care of you, I promise.
Bet he does.
And he goes, but one thing, the lights stay on. I want what he never got to see. I don't want to miss a second of watching you come on my cock.
I was going to say, for real, lights off.
Right. So then he finger pops her.
Yeah.
And obviously she comes in like 2 seconds because he's so hot. She's so worked up.
Yeah.
She's actually enjoying, like she's actually attracted to him. Finger blaster, she's coming all over the place.
Embarrassingly quick.
Yes. And he's like smirking.
Yeah.
He's like, told you.
Yeah.
And then she says, show me how to give a good blowjob. He leans back on the sofa and puts his hands behind his neck.
Hot.
With a backwards cap on.
The backwards cap to me is...
And the white t-shirt and your muscles and your tattoos.
Yeah. It's too much.
And your gray sweatpants.
It's too much.
And he looks at her and he goes, get on your knees. So she gets on her knees. Paul, this is crazy. I do as he says. He studies me kneeled on.
I do as he says. Okay. Yeah, okay, so she does as he says.
Told you I was going to get sweaty.
Yeah.
He goes, go for it, Jordan. Show me. Using only what I know from experience, I do what Brian liked. I make myself look as pretty as possible, running my fingers through my hair to smooth it out over, bringing it back behind my shoulders. Then I sit up with good posture and open my mouth. I keep my eyes down and focus, in and out, keeping my mouth tight, which feels impossible with his size and piercings. I'm just going to tell you.
What?
The mouth on this man is the best.
Yeah.
So he goes, a little wider, you can take it. Come on, Jordan, you can suck dick better than this. I've seen those lips work a popsicle.
Oh, shit.
He goes, make it wetter. And she's just like struggling. And he's like, wetter, I want to see you drooling for me. And she stops and she goes, I'll look ridiculous. It won't be hot if I'm drooling everywhere. He's like, the fuck? Did Brian tell you that?
Yeah.
He's like, I want it fucking sloppy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Don't they all?
Yes. As far as I know.
So she goes, me too. So he goes, our lesson isn't over. You want to do this, then let's do it. I don't know what fucked up shit Brian is into, but forget everything he ever told you. Blowjobs are meant to be wet and sloppy. You suck, you slurp, and you lick until I fill your mouth with cum. Do you understand me? He leans back on the sofa, cups my face, and brushes my cheek with his thumb. The smile on his face is wicked. Stop being prim and proper and show me what a filthy slut you are when no one's looking.
Fucking look up at me.
I gawk at him, shocked, speechless, and soaked. If you want to stop. No, I shout. I want this. So he leans forward and grabs my chin, getting right in my face. Then fucking act like it. Oh my God, the way he speaks in that tone. Flames lick at my neck and I've never wanted it more. Make it wet, Jordan. Be my messy girl. I've never been spoken to this way or been treated like this and I cannot get enough. So then she starts doing it.
Yeah.
He goes, oh fuck, sunshine. You were holding out on me.
Oh fuck, sunshine.
He goes, this is my fucking fantasy. Look up at me. And he goes, oh, you're a pro. And he's just like giving her all this praise.
Yeah.
He goes, why are you hiding the side of you? And then she keeps going like even harder. And he's like, fuck, you're doing so well. His hands thread into my hair and push the strands away. He stares down at me, stroking my cheeks. You sure are easy on the eyes, aren't you? Yeah, you know you are.
You are out of control.
Hey!
Yes.
I mean, this is what I'm talking about. Tell the readers, this is the best one I've ever read. And then he's like, you're so fucking beautiful. And then he's like, okay, we're going to do it harder now.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to hold your head and I'm going to fuck
your face.
And if it's too much for you, tap my leg. And she's like, okay, yeah, like, let's fucking do it. So she's just like loving this. It's like messy and shit. And he's like being mean and then nice and sweet and caressing her. And she's like, the combination is going to, it's crazy.
Yeah.
And then after a while he goes, fuck, you like it rougher than I thought you would. She's like exhilarated and he tells her, do you have any idea how many times I've thought about this? How many times I've gotten off to fantasies of you on your knees, those beautiful brown eyes looking up at me while your pouty lips take every inch. You like that. You like when I talk dirty, don't you, you little slut?
You little slut.
And then he comes and he says, as soon as he's finished, he drops to his knees in front of me and grips my chin to open my mouth, checking to see if I follow directions. He said, don't you dare fucking swallow.
Because we're doing a snowball situation?
No.
Oh, okay.
He just said, don't you dare fucking swallow. And so then he checks to make sure she didn't. And then his fingers slide between my legs. I tremble, needing his touch, needing friction. The second his thumb hits my clit, I melt. Don't you fucking swallow, Jordan. And so he's finger blasting her.
Well, she's got a mouthful of cum?
Uh-huh.
All right.
And then he goes, everyone thinks you're so demure and graceful and elegant. Do you have any idea how fucking sexy it is to watch the sophisticated Jordana Landry transform into my perfect cum slut?
The joy on your face.
I know. I love it. And then she said, his fingers are relentless, and the corner of my mouth leaks with him. Hold it, Jordan, he warns, pressing the heel of his hand against my clit. Then he like makes her orgasm, and he's like,
yeah.
Now swallow.
Yeah.
And then he's like taunting her. He says one more thing. He said, what would everyone say if they knew the real Jordan loved getting finger fucked with a mouthful of cum?
Yeah, what would they say?
She swallows, and he's like, unreal. That's what he says to her.
Unreal.
And then she goes, I want more. And so he's like, well, let's go upstairs. Takes her upstairs and is like, you tell me yellow to slow down and red to stop. And please tell me you're on fucking birth control.
Oh.
And she's like,
because I'm going to neaten your piece.
Yeah. I mean, that's bare min. So she says yes.
Yeah.
So I'm going to read a little bit more to you because it's...
Okay.
So buckle up.
You can keep reading.
Thank you. Thank you, Paul. I kneel between her thighs, spreading her wide open for me. She's plump and pink, and I've never seen a pussy that needs to be fucked so badly. I love watching you.
I love watching you read this. You're like so excited. Like,
I know. I just love seeing your reactions. They're so fun. Especially when he's like, pink pussy.
Pink pussy.
I know. It's like so not your vibe.
No, it's not.
No.
It's not.
Because they're straight.
But I support this one.
You're a straight ally.
I am a straight ally.
A little bit.
I'm a straight ally in the fact that I think you guys could do better.
Okay.
And I'm here to help.
I mean, I'm not straight.
No, I just meant, I guess, whatever. You're not that straight.
Yeah. I mean...
I've been saying it for years.
Anyway, going back to the pink pussy, sorry.
Yeah, no, back to the pink pussy.
She's plump and pink, and I've never seen a pussy need to be fucked by me so badly. I spit on her clit, and her mouth drops open. You spit on me? Yeah, I did. I smirk, and the corner of her eyes wrinkle with a grin. Do it again. God, she's like every wet dream come true. I prepare to spit between her legs. Her lips part in a slow motion. She gapes at me like she doesn't want to miss it. Those big dark brown eyes are dancing with curiosity, and I lust. I push her legs wide, but snatch her throat with one hand. She grabs my wrists, and I pull her up and spit into her surprised mouth before she's dropping back down.
Oh.
It's like that.
It's like that. She asked for it. It was on her list.
Yeah. I can't believe you just did that, she says, almost laughing. I chuckle, sliding between her legs. Did you like it? I shouldn't like it. Nobody gets to tell you what you should or shouldn't enjoy. My well-mannered little princess is about to find out how dirty she likes to be fucked. She squirms, and I can't get enough of her eagerness. Hello. I mean, you understand why this is my dream man.
Yeah, of course.
Like,
this is everything you're looking for.
Literally. And then he thinks to himself, she will not be a one and done. Like, yeah. I'm not going to fuck her. Once is not going to be enough.
Yeah.
She turns her head to the side. Oh, so he puts his dick in her, starts fucking her.
Right.
And she turns her head to the side and breathes out slowly. The third time I sink into her, something seems off. It's like she's avoiding eye contact. What are you looking at? Nothing. Look at me, Jordan. No, thank you. What the actual fuck?
Yeah, what?
And then he says, why? And she goes, can you do it from behind? I choke out trying to swallow. Excuse me? No, I'm not fucking you from behind. I snap because that pisses me off. I'm not taking her like he did.
Yeah.
The thought disgusts me. Why the hell do you want me to do that? I'm not used to eye contact, she says.
Too intense.
That's not my problem. Look at me while I'm fucking you. She says, Cam. He goes, is this too much for you? He goes, and then he's thinking.
Say yellow or red or whatever.
It's too much for me too. Well, and that's what we'll get there. It's too much for me too, but it's not enough to stop me from filling this darling girl with my cum and watching it drip out.
Right.
I want her well fucked and sated, covered in smudged makeup and bite marks. I need her sweet and filthy. Yes, she says it's too much. But she needs to be reminded this is different. This is for her, and she's going to stay with me through this. Use your safe word then. She shakes her head. You're always in control, Jordan. With one hand, I grab both her wrists and pin them directly above her head. With my other hand, I grab the back of her neck and crane her neck forward. Look down. Watch me fuck you. She sniffles and opens her eyes.
Whoa.
And he goes, do you want me to stop? And she says, no. Her voice is breathy and seductive. Then we're not stopping. This is your fucking baptism, sunshine.
Oh.
Hello.
A fucking baptism.
Uh-huh. So he's like, oh, you're such a good girl. All this stuff is like, starts fucking her. And like, he is like head over heels already.
Yeah.
And he says, you're stronger than you think. Show me how good it feels. And then he says, this is only the beginning of her transformation. And I want to be the catalyst. I'm fucking fascinated by her. My hand snakes between us up towards her neck when my fingers wrap around her throat. She tilts her chin up, giving me more access. It's so submissive.
So submissive. Oh my God.
I know. I was like, okay. And he says, sweet Jordana Landry from the big house on the hill, always following the rules, behaving like a sophisticated socialite, prim, proper, and pretty as can be. So lovely. Just taunting her.
Yeah.
The degradation mixed with the praise kind of a thing.
Oh, I see it.
You get it. So then she's like coming like crazy.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Is like overwhelmed by emotion. So she like starts crying and he's like, you can cry. It's fine.
Yeah.
You've never had sex like this before.
You do like that.
And just holds her. How do you know that?
Because you told me that one time.
Oh, that was a long time ago.
I know.
Oh, well. I forgot about that one time. Anyway, so that was the first time they have sex together.
Yeah.
Starting with the living room all the way up to the spitting.
I mean, that's a long session.
Oh, it was like 5 chapters.
Yeah.
And he does slap her face a little bit and all this stuff. Anyway.
But in a fun way.
But in a fun way. It's fun. It's hot. We like it. We're trying it out.
Yes.
Anyway, so cut to the next morning. She wakes up to a note next to her that says, went to get your stuff. Stay put.
Oh, to her condo?
Uh-huh. Because he wakes up the next morning. And I'm skipping.
And she's like, now he's like, I'm in love with her. I have to...
No, he just wakes up the next morning and he's just like, I'm done with her not being able to get her shit.
Yeah.
This has been almost a month. Like, also, I'm going to be fucking her again. I'm going to go get her shit. Yeah. So she opens the door and there's like 10 bags. All of her stuff is there. She's like thrilled. I have underwear. Now I don't have to be wearing his clothes anymore. Then obviously we get her internal thoughts. Oh my God. Last night I never even knew sex could be like that.
So good. So great.
Like, how am I going to, I shouldn't be with someone after I'm just broke up with an engagement, like all this stuff.
You just fuck them for,
Well, and that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna be friends with benefits.
Yeah.
So anyway, he like set her phone up on a VPN and stuff. So she and gave her a burner phone. So she decides to turn on her phone.
Okay.
There's like 150 text messages from Brian, and we all can imagine what they're saying. Like, oh, I love you. I'm sorry. Oh, you're a fucking cunt. Flip.
Yeah, I'm downloading those for the court case.
Well, and she's keeping them.
Yeah.
Cam gets her a car. Like, apparently his dad works with some fleet and his dad always provides cars to women in the safe house. So he's like, I need a car. And his dad's like, why am I delivering this car to your house and not to one of our, not clinics, but whatever. Shelters. And he's like, I'll tell you when I want to, kind of. His dad's like, all right, buddy, whatever. I'll give you a car, but something's going on here.
I mean, I do think, and whatever.
For sure. I know what you're going to say.
Like, wouldn't she just call her parents or something? And first thing I would have called,
get me an apartment
like,
somewhere.
Hey, just like a little update for you guys in Monaco.
Yeah.
Homie hit me.
Right.
Is trying to kill me and has taken all of my money. So if like you could just like do some rich people shit
and get me a place.
And get me like fully taken care of.
Totally. But think about this. She likes Cam.
Well, no, 100%.
Yeah.
I would just be like, you don't need to get me a car.
You
don't need to get me a Honda Accord.
Yeah.
Like my dad's going to send a Rolls Royce over.
Totally.
Like, sorry, I'm a billionaire.
Right. Yes. Yeah. Well, in my mind, it's like a Mercedes.
Yeah. Oh, just something.
Just like,
I'm just like, actually, you know what? Keep the cars. I'll just have a driver now.
100%.
And there'll be a driver / bodyguard.
Oh, well, driver for you is a necessity.
100%.
Like this, if I
were to be ever
even
kept,
a little bit of money.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
You would get a driver.
If I could afford a driver, I would have one.
Yep. That's priority number 1.
Yeah.
Yeah. Not chef.
Because I love going places.
You just hate driving.
I hate driving.
Yep.
And I love being a passenger.
You're good at it.
I'm good at it.
You're funny. You play good music.
I'll find a spot to eat.
Totally.
I don't give good directions.
No.
But that's what the GPS is for. The driver
should know where they're going. I don't think that's the passenger's fucking job.
Yeah, what am I paying you for?
Yeah. Well, even like me driving you around. It's not your job.
Somebody tell Taylor that.
How am I supposed to be passenger princess if I'm navigating?
I barely know left from right.
Totally. I don't. So they go for another motorcycle ride, and on this motorcycle ride, they've decided they want to do this again, and they're going to draw that we're friends with benefits. Mm-hmm. No feelings.
No feelings, no love.
Yep. So, and she's been like, but you've convinced me to stay with you.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I live here now.
Yep. So cut to, she meets with her lawyer and her financial advisor. And of course her lawyer is like, well, let's file an assault charge. And she's like, not yet. She
Why?
Says, I will when I'm ready. Well, because she's doing something. She's got some. We do the audio, like the readers. The author keeps us in the dark a little bit, which I like.
I mean, no, I like that too. But I'm just like, why can't we have an assault charge going, and then I'll uncover the fraud or whatever is happening?
Because this is just going to be so much bigger. The project I was signed to before I was fired was for a company, H&H. That's her company. Was absorbing, named Blue Tower. I manage contracts on the healthcare side of H&H, but Blue Tower was IT. I questioned it, but was told it was given to me to push the contract through. It was a small tech startup with some new technology there. Fortunately, my access is limited to the documents I download on the flash drive to the day I was fired, and no one from Blue Tower will return my calls, so I'm taking a little field trip. She goes to this Blue Tower location.
Yeah, it's fake.
There's just no one in the parking lot, and it's like Tuesday.
Yeah, money laundering.
I get back in my car and drive to the only payphone left in town and pull out my quarters. Every billionaire worth their weight in salt has a guy. Seven is my family's guy. I need him to come through for me on this.
That's what I'm talking about.
So she calls Seven and she goes, I need a favor.
God, I wish I had a guy.
Me too.
Ooh, none of you bitches would be safe.
Oh, God, no.
I'd be looking up everything on all y'all.
Cut to Halloween. The guys, the hockey guys, are begging Cam to go out.
Forgot about the hockey part of this
Totally,
book.
because I'm not talking about it.
Yeah.
It is in here, people. I just want everyone to know it is in there.
Because in this, to me, is just like a rich people book.
Yeah. No, he's playing hockey. There are issues with him. Like, it's...
The hockey teams.
We just don't need to talk about it. He's like, I'm not going out. I want to go home to Jordan. Sorry. And so when he gets there, she's in the theater room and she goes upstairs to get ice cream for them. He's like, I'll come back down and like, you can come back down and we'll watch this movie together. She leaves her phone there and Brian texts her and the texts pop up on the screen and he can read them. And they're like, I'm going to find you, you dumb bitch. You can't do this.
Yeah.
And so he gets pissed because she's told him that Brian has texted her, but that they were apology texts, not threats.
I do not really get
But she's doing that because of this plan that she has.
Okay.
Yeah. So she's weaving this. Anyway, so he goes up to the kitchen and he's hot. Yeah. He's pissed.
Yeah.
And he's like, you fucking told me he was apologizing to you, not telling you he was going to find you and kill you.
Yeah.
And she's like, I don't want to talk about this right now, Cam. Like, I have a plan. Like, I don't want to do this. He's like, you cannot engage with him.
Yeah.
She's like, well, don't go through my phone. He's like, I didn't go through your phone.
They get lit up.
Yeah. So they have like a fight, but eventually she just is like, this is my fight and I'm fighting it and I have a plan and you need to stay out of my way. And he's like, I'm sorry, I'm just scared for you.
Yeah.
And she's like, I know. They go back down to the movie theater room and this is the second time they've had sex. They're making love.
Oh, they're making love?
Yep. Cut to what was supposed to be her wedding day. Also her birthday. And she's like,
Boo.
I think Brian... And Brian, of course, insisted on that.
Never in my life would I let that shit go down.
Right, because he's taking that from you.
We are not... Yes.
And making
we
it
are
about
not doubling up.
No.
Like anniversary holiday.
You're taking
birthdays.
that from me.
Like,
she's like hindsight 2020.
Yeah,
he was
what a
clearly,
crazy move.
Yeah.
Or when people get like married on Halloween or married on like Valentine's Day, I'm just like, you're dumb. That's dumb. And I'm not sorry.
Totally.
I feel that way.
Yep.
Fully.
Yep. So he has a game that day and he leaves her a little note.
Is she going to these hockey games?
She's going to this one.
Stands?
She's going to this one. He goes, Dear Sunshine, you're supposed to be wearing a wedding dress today. Instead, I'm offering you this. It was the jersey I wore when I scored my first goal with the Lakes. It's special to me, kind of like you. Don't look too far into it. And don't spill beer on it. If you're not busy, and I know you aren't because you never leave the fucking house, come to the game tonight. Some of the wags will be there in the seats. Well, they always talk shit to each other.
Yeah, that's their thing.
Yeah. He goes, some of the wags will be in the seats next to you, Bertie, Mickey, and Raleigh. They're nice girls. You'll like them. It's time for you to get out and meet people.
What's a wag? Wife?
And girlfriend.
So
his whole thing is like, Brian isolated her. She has no friends. She needs new friends. I want to introduce her to these girls. And of course, these three girls are the three girls from the first three books in the series. So I know them.
Of course.
Birdie,
so you
Mickey,
know these girls.
So I know these girls.
Okay.
And of course, she goes to the game and she hits it off with them. And she's like, I've never had girlfriends because when you're a billionaire, you never know if people want you for your money. Like, no, everyone's always been fake to me. Clearly, Veronica was fake.
Obviously, Veronica was fake. I fucking hate her.
Me too.
How dare her?
And Veronica.
I can never
by the way,
imagine.
The name,
Veronica.
Clearly,
disgusting.
She was a hoe.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she's hitting off with these girls. It's great. At the end of the game, he skates off the ice. He got a hat trick, I think, which is when you get 3 goals.
Okay.
And so he skates off the ice and jumps over the railing, kisses her, and it's on the jumbotron. And she's riding the high. She's got this adrenaline. And meanwhile...
Hello?
Right. But meanwhile...
Hello? Has no one ever been undercover?
Hello? Meanwhile, the girls were like, Cam's never brought
big move.
He's never had a girlfriend.
Borderline hard launch.
Definite hard launch. And so, and Jordan's like, we're not like that. We're not like that. And Birdie's like, sure, bitch.
Yeah, sure, bitch.
And Mickey's like, we don't believe you, but whatever.
Yeah.
And they're like, we like Cam like this, so you can stay around. We get some crazy shit. They all go out to
TGI Fridays.
Birdie's bar or Mickey's bar, I can't remember. It's where the team always goes. And they're celebrating. And Jordan is wearing his jersey, obviously, a mini skirt and thigh-high boots.
Okay.
She's looking hot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And some guy comes up to her at the bar.
I don't think so.
And buys her a drink. And she looks over at Cam, and he's like smirking at her, and he's like shaking his head.
So you better
he's like,
not.
Don't fucking do it, bitch. And she's like,
Okay, that's fun.
Yeah. Oh, this is fun, Paul.
A little jealousy is hot.
It is. Someone just said that to me. I was like, sorry.
Someone you're fucking.
Yeah, I was like, sorry, I'm jealous.
Yeah.
He's like, that's okay, that's hot. I was like, damn fucking right it is.
Damn right.
Cam walks up to them. Don't worry, I'll return her shortly. He growls at Brett, who's probably thinking I'm more trouble than I'm worth. Camden leads me to where the rest of the team sits. He has them move out so we can slide into the center of the large U-shaped booth.
Okay, I get you.
It's like a 14-person booth.
Yeah, and he made everyone slide out.
Yep, so they could get into the middle.
No.
He's Kim Captain, Paul.
He's Kim Captain?
He's
Kim Captain.
I hate you more than anyone on this planet.
Yes.
He's team captain. He can do whatever he wants.
Rude.
Paul, buckle up.
Okay.
Imagine you're Angela reading this for the first time.
All right.
Okay.
Let me try.
Are you there?
I'm getting there.
Okay. What the hell is wrong with you? I snap under my breath. You said you wanted me to meet people. His voice drops and he speaks against my neck. I was talking about the wags. I didn't teach you how to give a blowjob so you could practice on somebody else. Actually, that's exactly what you were doing, whether you realized it or not.
Ooh.
You know that wasn't my intention. I don't mind sharing, I sneer. Oh, you want to be shared now? I shrug. He might be into it. Do you think I should ask him? I look down to see him unzip his dress pants. He's in a black suit.
Okay. In front of all these people?
No. So the table.
I get it.
Okay.
But we're still in front of all of these people.
100%. Well, we got some. It's public. Anyway. So all his teammates are drunk. They're looking up at the television screens.
Right,
Everyone's, whatever. So I look down to see him unzip his dress pants. He might, but I'm not. Pull up your skirt. My mouth drops open. If anyone heard him, I'll be mortified. But thankfully, everyone around us seems preoccupied by the game highlights on the big screens. His hand covers mine and he brings it to his lap under the table. His dick is out and he's hard as fuck. Holy shit. My fingers explore his ladder, enjoying the way his piercings feel. No way, I say.
No way.
Do it now, Jordan, or I'll make a scene and fuck you on top of this table for everyone to see. I already have a reputation. No one will be surprised by it. You, on the other hand, well, your secrets won't be so secret anymore now, will they? She's just like, what secrets? He hauls me into his lap and leans close to my ear. That you love being a slut for me. That I'm the only one who gets to see how wet you get misbehaving. Maybe everyone else wants to see. You like that idea, don't you?
Oh my God. So wait, is he gonna fook her?
Push your panties to the side, Jordan. I know you're fucking wet. I'm not wet, I'm drenched. Forget it, I say. Safe word is ordering another drink. Do I dare call his bluff? The ESPN highlights are rolling on the giant televisions over the bars. The guys watch as they're about to show Cam's hat trick replays. They show the first goal, everyone cheers, and he shoves up my skirt, pulls my thong to the side, and spears himself inside me.
But is she sitting on his lap?
She's sitting on his lap.
Is there enough room with the table? The logistics are getting to me.
For sure, but forget about that.
Okay.
My jaw drops and I gasp. So he kind of just... He's not fucking up into her. He's just has her sitting on it.
Yeah.
And then
Soaking. A Mormon soak.
They call it warming. Cock warming.
Oh, cock warmer.
So Sully, who used to be the captain, he's older. He's 35 or 36 or 37 or something like that.
Ancient.
Old. Comes up and he whispers in her ear. He's like, "Don't be fucking rude, Jordan. Talk to the old captain." She's like, "Oh my God, this is crazy." But she knows her safe word is to order another drink. Yeah. And the waitress comes up and is like, "Can I get anybody anything else?" And he's like, "Do you need anything else?"
Yeah.
And she goes, "No, I'm fine." So she's trying to talk to Sully while he's in her ear on this side, whispering nasty, filthy fucking things.
I'm sorry. I would notice.
For sure. Well, Sullivan does.
Okay.
Anyway.
I'd be like, I guess I'm going to leave you guys to it.
100%.
I'd be like, I guess they're fucking at the table for everybody.
For sure. Which is a weird thing to do.
It is a weird thing to do.
I would never, but it's a fantasy book.
Would never.
I would never.
Again.
Again. I've never done that. But I will say I have read that in so many smut books where they're at a restaurant, they're fucking under the booth or finger blasting or whatever. Anyway.
I can see a little hand play you could probably get away with.
You could. Yeah.
If you're real sly.
Yeah, you could.
But a full sit on your lap and enter you, that's kind of that's a scene.
For sure, it is a scene. Yeah, it is noticeable. But finally, he's like, okay, cut it off. Enough. I'm sick of you talking to him. So
cut it off.
So she's like, says something, and she's like stuttering over her words, and obviously slowly starting to notice. He's like, okay, bye.
Yeah, some weird's happening.
So then he comes inside her.
Right.
And she's like, holy shit, that's a lot. And he goes, now get up and go back to your friend Brett over there.
And what?
Talk to him with my cum
Give him
inside
a whiff?
you.
Like, Jesus.
So she gets up, goes and walks over to Brett, and looks at Cam and gives Brett her phone number.
Wow.
She's like still playing this game, and then turns around, orders an Uber, turns around and leaves. And she's like about to get into the Uber, but Cam's hand lands on the door, and he's like, I didn't want you to leave. Like, are you okay? Like, is the role play done? Like, I had to close out our tab. And she's like, no, I'm fine. I'm just like ready to go home now. And he's like, here, I brought these for you. Napkins. Gentlemen.
For your pussy. For your cum dump poos.
And he was like, by the way, when we go somewhere together, we leave together. Just so you know. And she's like, now she's getting a little confused. She's just like, well, that sounds like girlfriend, boyfriend shit, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, a little heads up at least that you're leaving would be nice.
Yes, for sure.
You know.
So, cut back to his house. He catches her as she's going up the stairs, and he's like, you wanted to know what it's like to be fucked by two men. Now, I'm going to skip over the smut in the book.
Okay.
Just know it's crazy.
Okay.
And everyone should read this, but I'll tell you what happens.
Okay.
So she was like, go get your favorite toy, the one that Brian...
I was going to say it's going to be a toy thing.
The one that Brian hated the most, and come meet me in my room. Then we get one of the hottest scenes ever. So he has like 3 mirrors and like a little platform for dressing for like suits. He's like a fashion guy.
I get it.
What is that called? A dais?
I don't know.
What is that? Whatever.
But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah. So he tells her, slaps her dildo on the mirror, low to the ground, and tells her to fuck herself doggy style.
Yeah.
While he watches.
Okay.
And then he tells her to turn around and blow the dildo.
Yeah.
While he
Fooks her
from the back.
Yeah.
And then he ties his necktie around her eyes as a blindfold.
Okay.
And then he takes the dildo off the mirror. She's on top of him. And then he is like, well, I'm going to put this in your ass because that's like this other guy, you know?
Yeah.
And she's just going crazy. This whole series of things.
I'm sure she's loving it.
She's literally like, I can't believe this is happening.
Yeah.
Crazy degradation and praise in this whole scene. And then she like gets another big emotional release and like cries. She's not sad or anything. And it's like just an emotional, Cam says at one point in the book, he's like, sex is an emotional ride for Jordan. And I love that.
Yeah.
So then when they get in the shower, they're like sitting on the bench in the shower, and he's like, I don't want her to go. So he's like, will you stay in my room tonight?
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I'm going back to my room.
I'm going back to my apartment.
And this makes him sad. And it makes her sad.
Oh, feelings.
They're both sad. They're both not just saying,
he's trying. Happy.
He's trying a little bit. But anyway, the next day he's like, oh, also like, I didn't forget it was your birthday yesterday. And he went and got her dog for her, and the dog's going to now live with them.
Oh, that's nice.
So the dog's a big part of the book too. The dog's name is Chicken Salad.
It's Chicken Salad. I hate that.
I know. I know you would.
Show the animal some dignity.
For sure.
Ugh.
The next morning, she has a FaceTime with her parents because they say, hey, we saw the kiss from the other night at the game.
Oh, this is what you're calling about? Okay.
Yeah, right.
Thanks.
Well, right. The wedding was supposed to be 2 days ago, the night of the kiss.
And my birthday.
And my yeah. Oh,
but please call me about the kiss you saw.
Yeah. And she was like, will you just be on this FaceTime with me? He's like, yeah, I'll be right here. So they're he's like, they prop the phone up and they're sitting next to each other. And
meeting the parents.
They do kind of, they're like, we'll just tell them we're together. I'm staying with Cam. And the mom's like, Jordana, can you leave? We want to talk to Cam alone. And Cam goes, respectfully, no. Whatever you need to say, you can say in front of your daughter. I'm not doing that. We're not keeping secrets.
Yeah, you're not going to pay me to stop dating your daughter. I know how you billionaires work.
Exactly.
Okay.
And Jordan's just like, he brings the best out in me. And Cam's like, I've never met someone who makes me better. So I'm staying with your daughter, all this stuff. And she's like, I live here now.
Are her parents gonna like give Brian, was it his name Brian?
Uh-huh.
Their address or something? I feel like I can't trust them.
No, they're not.
Okay, good.
They're not pieces of shit. They're just rich cunts.
Yeah, rich, out of touch.
Yeah. But they're not terrible.
Selfish pieces of shit.
Yeah.
Billionaires, all of them.
Anyway, cut to Cam is in California for a game. It's nighttime.
Okay.
And she needs to let chicken salad out.
That's tough. I hate that
Yep.
so much. It's so hard to hear someone call a dog that.
I'm sorry.
That's crazy.
But you know what? A chicken salad wrap sounds so fucking good right now.
I know. I'm sorry.
I know, but it's a dog's name.
That's a dog's name.
Sorry. Now I'm thinking about... Never mind.
We're getting lunch after this.
Can't wait.
Can't wait.
Anyway, she goes out front. She's wearing Cam's big winter coat. And she looks down and her phone vibrates. And it's a text from Brian that says, "You keeping his coat warm? What about his bed?" And then she hears chicken salad growl. And she looks up.
Oh my God.
And in front of the gate is his car. He's got his lights turned off. And he's right there watching her. And she's like, "Chicken salad, get in the fucking house now." She's scared. I would be scared.
I'd be fucking scared as fuck.
So she's like, "Get in the fucking house to the dog. The dog won't move." Finally, the dog goes inside the house. She like locks the door. She calls Cam. She's like, Cam calls her and he goes, "Hey, Brian just sent me a text that asked me if I was renting out the apartment above my garage." She had noticed when she took chicken salad out after she saw Brian and she turned around to go back in the house. She looked to her apartment and it's just like you can see right in.
Oh.
So, so Brian texted that to Cam. "Oh, are you renting out your..." And he's like, "I'm done with this now. Call the cops."
Yeah. I would have already called the cops as Cam because I just like, that's my property that you're parked on.
For sure. For sure.
And I would have my bodyguards
yes.
lighten up that car.
Well, so he says, "This is what's happening. You're getting a restraining order and I'm going to hire a security team to stay with you when I'm away. That's just what's happening now." And that's what he does. So it's been 2 days. He comes home. She's like watching him pace around the house. Like he's unwell about this. Yeah. But she now has like a protective order, which isn't going to fucking stop a psychopath.
I know.
It doesn't, it's not going to. No, they don't. She tells Cam, she's like, "I don't care about revenge anymore. I just want him gone from my life." He looks at her and he's like, "Revenge?" And she's like, "Oops.
My plan."
Yeah. But then he looks down at his phone and it's Brian. It's like his front gate app. Yeah. And Brian is pressing all these buttons trying to get into Cam's front gate.
Crazy.
Yeah, Cam's like, "Fuck it," and opens the gate. And he goes, "Stay in the fucking house, Jordan."
Well, yeah, I mean, I probably wouldn't have opened the gate. I would have just walked my ass down there.
Yeah.
And been like, "What are we doing?"
He's seeing red. He is seeing red. So he says, we regard each other for a moment, and he swallows. "It's a mix of compassion, rage, and protectiveness. I've never seen him like this. Yet even with all that anger, he's still so gentle with me. Stay inside." I put my ear against the door to listen. "I know she's here," Brian screams. "Yeah, she is. What I want to know is what the fuck you're doing here.
Yeah.
And what you were doing here the other night." "I'm taking her home." "Wrong," Cam says. "You need to stay in your lane. This is between her and I," Brian spits. "By the way, I saw the game. I saw what you did." The kiss. "That's nothing. You should have seen what else I did that night."
Yeah, dude.
Came in her in a boot.
Yeah, dude.
Uh-huh. The smile in his voice is audible even through the door. He's baiting him. Why is he being so stupid? This isn't the time to be cocky. He's going to make Brian even angrier. "Jordana is my fiance," he snarls. Based on the footsteps, Camden crosses the porch and steps onto the brick driveway. Closer to Brian, I'm assuming. "If she's your fiance," he laughs, "then why was I the one kissing her on your wedding day and fucking her on your wedding night?"
Oh. Hot. Tell me why.
Uh-huh.
Tell me why,
Tell me
Brian.
why. I grit my teeth. What an asshole. Blood rushes through my ears with a mix of embarrassment and fury. I hear a thud, then a grunt. More thuds, another. I open the door and can't move. I've never watched a fight outside of hockey. Never up close like this. It's not a movie. It's happening in front of me and it's ugly and it's gritty and I like it.
Yeah, I bet you do like it.
It's satisfying to see Brian's body get pummeled, taking hit after hit. I enjoy watching Camden throw his fists into the man that put his hands on me.
Yep.
Camden straddles his chest and throws a fist into his jaw, spraying blood across the patio. I slap my hand over my mouth. I've never seen violence this up close, but it's terrifying to think how close I became to being attacked by Brian. And then he gets up. She's like, "Cam, stop."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Hey, sunshine," and swings and hits Brian again. "Can you please stir the sauce on the stove, baby? I don't want it to burn."
Ooh.
He's clearly the stronger opponent.
Well, yeah, dude.
I blink and step back as I process his request. He's like a cat playing with his prey, keeping Brian in place so he can bat him around for amusement. something is wrong with me because watching him use his strength to hurt this man makes me wetter than I've ever been.
Oh, I bet it does.
So she goes in the house.
Stirs that sauce.
And she's like, do I call the cops? Like, I don't want him to go to jail, but he also can't kill Brian. Like, what do I do?
He could kill him.
But then the door opens and Cam saunters in.
Yeah.
Stirs the sauce. Is like, I think we can still salvage it. Covered in blood.
Hot.
And then she goes outside to be like, is Brian dead on the lawn?
Sick.
And he's gone. His car is gone.
Yeah, I bet.
And there's a tooth on the fucking thing.
Tooth.
And she goes, you lost a tooth? And he looks at her and smiles. And is like, I didn't.
Oh, yeah. I'd be like, why would you think I lost a tooth in all that?
And she's, of course, like, you can't be reckless like this. He's like, he came at me on my property. Yeah. I've got camera. Like, this is,
That's what I would be like, this dude came to my house.
Yeah, and you have a protective order against him.
And I felt threatened.
At this address.
Yeah.
So we're fine.
Everything is good here.
And she's like, oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And he's like, I cannot stand the thought of you being in danger. And she's like, why? And Cam's like, because you're my... And she goes, you're what?
What are we?
And they start making out.
Yep.
The adrenaline.
Yeah.
Pushes her up against the wall. Fucks her, you know.
I'm going to need you to rinse that blood off.
Well, he was.
Okay, good.
That's when they had the conversation.
I'm not trying to get blood in my mouth when we're making out.
Totally. And then, of course, they're like, they never broached the topic again. Of I'm your what, you know?
Right.
But he's like, invites her to Thanksgiving and he's convinced her to go. So cut to like a couple weeks later.
Where's Thanksgiving?
At his parents' house, like in the mountains. Well, not the mountains, but like on a hill. And there's a river down there. And they have a boathouse and a tram to take you down to the boathouse and all your luggage and shit.
Rich.
Yeah. So her and him are staying in that boathouse.
Wow.
And I'm going to skip over all this, but she meets his sisters and mom and dad, and they all love her, and it's great. But then at dinner one night, his dad mentions Blue Tower. And she's like, Blue Tower? And she goes, let's chat after dinner.
To Cam's dad?
To Cam's dad. So Jordan and my dad are in his study. So I wander in and take a seat on the leather sofa, my arms stretched over the backs as I eavesdrop. They don't have the assets to make an expansion like that. Certainly not one to have such a high return. There's no way. Sounds like there's some shady shit going on, Cam thinks. Have you ever seen a guaranteed return like this in this time frame? I mean, no, Blue Tower hit record speeds with their new wireless development. I saw the reports. That's what his dad says.
What does his dad do?
I don't fucking know.
Somewhere you know.
Finance.
Okay.
I don't know. She goes, who supplied those reports? My dad scratches the back of his neck. Jordan continues. The tests failed at the demo. They aren't supposed to be retesting until next spring. The technology isn't there yet. And based on the data I saw, it won't be for years. I'm saying don't invest. There's no way Blue Tower is going to generate a return with those numbers. But, and this is very important, I need you to keep all this between us. Politely decline the offer, say you're going with Next Tech or something like that. They've been on the rise. And his dad says, yeah, I bought some of their stock last week. You know your stuff. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go on a limb and trust you. I'll reject the proposal from Blue Tower. And you're sure about this, 100%. And she says, I'd bet my life on it.
I mean, I don't understand finances.
Nope. Well, and Cam's like, I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. But it's hot seeing Jordan talk like this, and clearly my dad trusts her, so whatever. Yeah. And then we get this, I'm going to skip over a bunch of this stuff, but we get this cutesy scene. She's down in the boathouse. It's like 1 a.m. She wakes up, and she's like, I need the car keys. I got to go buy something. He's like, what do you need? She's like, I started my period. And he's like, and of course, this perfect man
already has tampons.
Says, even better. He says, go get in the bath. I'll run to the store for you.
Oh, the bath.
And he goes to check in with his sisters first and is like, do you have tampons?
Yeah.
And they're like, no. And they're like, you're going in the middle of the night to buy tampons for a girl you are not in a relationship with? Sure.
Well, that's just being a good host. Like, it would be, what are you supposed to be like, good luck?
He's just never brought a girl home ever.
Well, yeah.
So they're like, you're in love and we know it.
Yeah.
Quit fucking lying. He comes back and in the morning, she's like, my cramps are so bad. He's like, let me take them away. And he's like, I've never had period sex before, but I'll have period sex with you. And she's like, okay. And so he like takes all his piercings out and he's being gentle, making love.
Okay.
And then he's like, get your Kindle and open up the book you were reading last night. And has her read out loud the sex scene
while he's
fucking her. So that's for all the...
That's for y'all.
Yes, it is.
That's for y'all over there.
It's for the girls.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Actually, this is good. So while he's having sex with her, with a patronizing voice, I mock. What's the matter, baby? You want to come, is that it? Are you so tense you can hardly stand it? I add pressure to her clit. Level my eyes with her and I growl. Tell me you felt this with another man. Lie to me. I dare you. I can feel your pussy trying to suffocate me. You fucking love this. And he goes, admit I'm your type and I'll let you feel good. She swallows and shakes her head. And that pisses me off. Why won't she just say it? We're great together.
But you're not my type.
You see where we're at? This is like at the end and they're still doing this bullshit. We're not.
Yeah. You're not my type, but we are married.
Right. We're married.
We're married.
Why won't she admit it? We're great together. It's not up to you anymore. If she won't accept it, that I'm her type, I'll prove it to her with the best orgasm she's ever had. Oh, and he says, at the end, he says, where have you been all my life? I should have gotten with you a long time ago. It would have saved us both a lot of trouble, wasting all our time fucking the wrong people. As soon as those words leave my mouth, I regret them. It's too much, too fast. Thankfully, my audible stream of consciousness is drowned out by her pleasure. I ignore my admission and draw her close as she collapses against me. And at this point, by the way, it's been like 3 months.
Yeah.
Which isn't a long time, but I mean, when you know, you know.
I guess so. But would you not worry? I would worry that maybe this romance is so wrapped up in the Brian assault and the like need to protect me that maybe these feelings that you're feeling are only so intense because you think you need to protect me.
Totally.
And then once like Brian's out of the picture and I'm just like a girl that you're dating, you'll be like, oh well, this isn't exciting anymore.
100%. I would think that.
I'd be like, I guess for our whole relationship, do I need to be running from someone?
After that, they're talking. He says to her, could you see us as more than friends? What? She turns around because they were cuddling.
Yeah.
Dating, being exclusive with each other. She tucks a hair behind her ear and says, I did it one time, but I respect your stance on keeping things casual. I don't want to tie you down. I'm happy with what we have now. This is better. She also knows how much of a slut and a playboy he is, so she's worried about that.
Yeah.
And so he thinks to himself, fucking figures. I finally find a woman who I can see myself with, who I want to tie me down, and I've already convinced her we can't be more. I talked her out of a relationship with zero foresight and what could be. What a fucking idiot. And then he says, I know, wait, is that what you want now, to be in a relationship? I don't know. With wide eyes, she puffs out her cheeks and plants her hands on her hips before exhaling. What the fuck, Cam, seriously? I said, I don't know. I wouldn't be opposed to trying it out. The sex is great. No, the sex is phenomenal. But what I needed from a relationship previously isn't enough now. I can't ask you to be the man I need. That wouldn't be fair. I see. So what do you need? I don't want to worry about what happens when I'm not around. Yeah. I need someone who will kneel at my feet and let everyone know I'm theirs. I need to be their one and only. I'm finally in a good place. I can't give up my heart for something you want to try out, especially not with you. You're my best friend. It's too risky. Worried about cheating.
Obviously.
He says it's like a knife to my chest. She thinks I won't be faithful to her, that I wouldn't cherish what we have. I'd never hurt her that way. I swallow the lump in my throat, doing my best to brush off the rejection. Okay, I say.
Lame, dumb.
And feign amusement at her rebuttal. I'm sorry, she whispers. Why, for telling me the truth? It's fine, Jordan. Let's just keep the good times rolling then. It was just something I threw out there. No big deal.
Liar.
She goes, you're okay with keeping it physical? I nod. Definitely.
It's so much more than physical already.
Lies. So some time goes by. I think like a week. Cam's away. And the married teammates, a.k.a. the 3 men from the previous books, are like, all right, dude, you've been fucking moping. Yeah. What's going on? So basically he just admits like, yep, I'm in love with her. And she won't have me. She just told me she won't have me.
Yeah, but you're not fighting for it at all, you dumb bitch.
And that's what they say.
You just have to say that you want this.
That's what they tell him. They say, if she's worried that you'll be unfaithful, just fucking show her that you won't. Yeah. Just go home, say, I love you.
And I won't fuck nobody else.
And he's like, all right, that's what I'm going to fucking do. Like, finally.
Good for you for coming up with the most easy, right in your fucking face plan.
Yeah, grow a pair.
Yeah.
So cut to Jordan, and she's with Mickey, who has now become her, like, best friend.
Yeah.
She's like, I fucked up. I pushed him away. He asked me for more, and I pushed him away. And they're like, well, why'd you do that, you idiot?
Yeah.
She's like, because I'm an idiot. And so she's like, you know what? When he picks me up tomorrow, because she's staying with Mickey because she doesn't want to be in the house alone. When he picks me up tomorrow after brunch, I'm telling him. So they both have separately decided they're telling each other tomorrow.
Yeah.
That night, she gets drunk with Mickey.
Yeah.
And calls Cam, and a woman answers and says, you've reached Banksy's pants. He's not in his pants right now.
Who the fuck is this?
And her, like, stomach drops out her ass. She's like, this is what I thought was going to happen.
Well, you did tell him to go toe. Yeah. But I don't think he did. Obviously, this is a misunderstanding.
Obviously, it's a misunderstanding. And so the next day when he picks her up after brunch, she's like a little buzzed.
Yeah.
And she's just being standoffish, not cold.
But yeah.
Like, he's got chicken salad in the car. And like, so he's like, what's going on? She seems off. She seems weird. But she's still rizzing him and like.
Yeah.
So he's like, okay, maybe she's okay. But clearly something's off.
I was just like, what's up?
He goes to her apartment like the next morning. He's like, hey, I need you to give my hair a trim. It's really long. Like, blah, blah, blah. Can you give me a haircut? And she's like, yeah, come on in. Like, she's decided we weren't together. If he was with a woman, he was with a woman.
Yeah, I mean, you really can't be mad.
Yeah.
You could be mad because you're dumb.
Right. And that's what's the case is.
Yeah.
She was like, she's like, I fucked up.
He literally tried to be exclusive with you, and then you told him not to.
So she's not being a bitch to him. She's like, yeah, come on in, I'll cut your hair. Just she's cutting his hair, and it's very intimate and all this stuff. And finally he goes, why are you pulling away from me?
Yeah, what's the deal?
He just lays it all out there. Like, he's like, I want you.
Yeah.
We need to do this. She's like, well, then who was that fucking woman?
Yeah.
Oh my God. And so he calls like Sully and is like, Sully, that was fucking crazy last night, wasn't it? And he's like, yeah, man, I can't believe they got in a fight. And like, I'm sorry your phone was stolen and all of that and all this stuff. And he goes, yeah, and where did I sleep last night? He goes, is Jordan there?
Yeah.
Jordan, if you can hear me.
Yeah.
And so she's like, oh God, embarrassing.
Yeah, but who was that? Someone stole the phone?
Some like Puck Bunny stole his phone.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. And he's like, this is a new phone. Can you not see my new phone? And she's like, oh God, sorry.
I'm like, no, I don't keep track of your fucking phone.
Well, for sure. And also I'd be like,
you didn't
what
tell
else did you think? Some bitch answered your phone.
Yeah.
You know? Anyway. So she's like, all right, we're doing this.
Yeah.
I'm all in. Boom. Finally. We're together. We're exclusive now. Cut to, she's with her lawyer and finance guy again. Brian's lawyers are cooperating. They all are like, this is weird. Why is he cooperating? This is suspicious. And then she tells her finance guy, she's like, I need 20 grand. And then we're going to make another $16 million donation to the police department.
To do some shady.
We don't want to say bribes.
I think we are.
But when things come out.
She has the police in her back pocket.
100%, which we love.
I don't know if we do.
Hey, I don't want to get arrested.
Me neither.
You know what I'm saying?
But justice.
Yeah, but what she's doing, it's like...
Whatever, rich people being rich.
Well, what's that civil... Oh, damn it.
Citizen's arrest.
Well, it's like you're doing...
Your civic duty?
Something bad to make something really good happen.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I'm into that. I just hate rich people.
Yeah. Anyway, so 20 grand, 16 mil. Cut to... Her lawyer's like, well, I'm going to leave while you guys talk about this because I don't want to hear something I don't want to hear.
Yeah, that I shouldn't be hearing.
She just tells her finance guy, like, I've got a plan. I'm not going to tell you. Just make this happen. Cut to, she's like, I promised my parents I would spend 3 weeks with them in Monaco. So
fuck that.
Cam's like, 3 fucking weeks? Really? So she does. She goes to France for 3 weeks and we get this big whole long, like, you know, absence makes
longing
the heart
for
grow
each
fonder.
other.
Yeah. When she comes back, he's like, we're never fucking doing that again.
I said that's rich coming from you, traveling for your games all day.
For sure. God, you're gone like 8 months of the year.
God forbid I go to Monaco for 3 weeks.
God forbid.
God forbid.
And so when he picks her up, she's like, I want to do something I've always wanted to do. Like, will you take me to this tattoo shop? And she's always wanted to get her nipples pierced.
Oh, same.
I know, same.
Same.
So he's like, this bitch is crazy. She's cool. I love this bitch.
She's wilding out.
So they go. She gets her nipples pierced, and they decide to get matching tattoos.
I knew that was coming.
She gets one on her thigh, and he gets one over his heart.
Yeah, what is it, like a puck?
Oh, it's like a sun and a moon eclipse thing.
That's a little lame.
Yeah, whatever. You know, couples.
They're
embarrassing.
They are embarrassing.
They're like in the honeymoon phase anyway.
That will fade.
And he's like, I'm gonna fuck your ass tonight. I know you've always been wanting that.
Right.
Corrupt that little asshole.
Yes,
you know
right.
We're gonna do it missionary so that I don't fuck with your new nipple piercings.
Yeah.
And then he says some fucking crazy shit. He's like, let's see how much pain you can take. I'm gonna make you ask for each rung of my ladder before I give it to you.
Okay.
And she's like, oh yes. Yeah. She loves that shit. And he's just like saying things. He's like, oh, you poor thing. And she's just like, I won't read it. Let's just say
what happened?
Let's just say he's very taunting and degrading during this time.
Well, you have to read it, or at least just say what it says.
Just say a couple things.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah, I mean, we're here.
We're here.
You know,
it's your favorite book.
At first, he's like, "Don't forget your colors. Like, you always have your safe word." Blah blah blah. And like after he gives like a couple inches, he goes, "Talk to me, Jordan. Are you okay, baby?" I nod emphatically. Green. His smile grows as the first piercing pushes inside. Ask me nicely for another. She goes, may I have another rung? Stupid.
This is what you didn't want to read?
No, well, no. So then he's like, makes her beg for it. And she goes, it's a lot. And he goes, did you think that was all of it? What's wrong, princess? You can't take it. I'm not a princess. I'm a queen, remember?
Oh.
He said, well, queens take all of it. And she goes, well, then give me fucking all of it.
Oh.
She's like pushing back, you know? And then he like does a whole overstim thing with like a wand on her clit.
Oh, right.
So they're doing that. And then she's like, she says something. Oh, she looks up at him. And she says, oh, what's the matter, baby? Did you want to come? And he's like, oh, hell no, bitch. And then that's when he like does the whole overstim thing.
Yeah.
She, at the end of this chapter, is like, is everything all right with you? And she goes, nothing's wrong with you. You're perfect. And then they hold each other and she thinks, I'm in love with him.
Finally.
Yes. So cut to, again, a couple days later.
Yeah.
Remember when she said, like, I don't want to be yours in quiet. I want everyone to know.
Yeah.
So he rigged like this, you know when they call a fan down to make like a basketball shot or something? But this is the hockey.
Stuff.
Yeah. So she gets called down onto the ice and he walks her down into center ice. And he's not mic'd up or anything, but the crowd's going fucking crazy.
Yeah.
Like he's the captain. This is insane.
Yeah.
And he gets down on one knee. And she's like, you better not fucking be proposing
here. Yeah, you better not be.
What are you doing? And he's like, I'm telling you right now, as loud as I possibly can, that you're mine and I'm yours.
Yeah.
You wanted a grand gesture. Well, I'm kneeling at your feet. You're my queen.
Yeah.
And pulls out a ring pop because she had previously said about her gaudy ass ring.
Yeah.
That she was like, I would have rather a fucking ring pop than this nasty ass thing he got me. So he gives her a ring pop, puts it on her pinky, and then like hugs her and kisses her. He's like, I'll always kneel. He says, I'll always kneel at your feet. Yeah. Then she's like, I love you.
Yes, obviously.
And he says, I love you too. And they kiss and everyone's cheering and it's magical. And I was sobbing.
Of course.
Reading that.
Of course.
Then, this is the last, well, that's not true. This is the last sex scene I'll read. Let's just put it that way. The next morning, they're having sex. Her phone rings.
Yeah.
And they look down and it's Brian.
Okay. I was to say, like, have we really resolved that issue? We just beat
him up. That's what the end of the book is.
Yeah.
Anyway, so she looks down. Her eyes are locked on the screen. It's Brian. At first, I'm angry, but my features soften and I smirk. Hand it to me. Jordan leans over, plucks my phone off the nightstand and passes it. She begins to dismount. She was riding him.
Oh, yeah.
She begins to dismount, but I hold her in place. No, you're going to bounce on this dick and keep fucking yourself on me until you get off. She nods and I answer the call. Who's this? You know who the fuck it is? I grin ear to ear. You aren't going to marry her, he barks, because he saw his proposal.
Yeah, of course.
My fingertips travel up and down her back. I look her right in the eye as I respond. I have every intention of making Jordan my wife. It's the truth. I'm all in with her. She stills and I hold the phone away slightly. Don't stop. Her hips gyrate again and I smile, biting my lip. How did I ever get so lucky?
How did ya?
That's why I'm calling. I have an offer to make you, he says calmer now. My eyes shoot up. What kind of offer? Name a price. He wants to buy her back from me? I laugh. She doesn't have one. Yes, she does. You just haven't thought of a high enough number yet. No, there's no number. It makes me angrier now that he's arguing.
Plus, I'm already rich.
For sure.
Like, what more do I need? I'm rich.
I'm rich.
And she's fucking rich.
Right.
We're getting married.
Are you out of your
so
mind?
Rich.
I'd be like, $1 trillion?
You're
like,
going to need to take my family hostage.
Right.
Like, money's not going to work on this one.
For sure. Jeez. And well, Brian's an idiot for not thinking of that. Anyway, you had your chance and you fucked it up. You have no clue how to treat women. Certainly not one of her caliber. She's done with you. I gave her everything, Brian screams.
I don't know.
You gave her bruises and a fucked up sense of self-worth, and you should thank Jordan that I haven't killed you yet because I promise she's the only thing standing in my way. I take a deep breath. He will not rattle me. I smile and pull the phone from my ear and hit speakerphone. Do you seriously think I'm going to step aside and let you eat my lunch? Brian says.
Ew.
I already have. I can still taste her on my tongue. And God, she's sweet.
Well.
I groan and slide a finger onto her clit. You can't put a price on happiness. You can, actually. Jordan's eyes twinkle with the rage when she realizes the nature of this call. Then tell me, Brian, why are you still so fucking miserable? She interrupts. The best thing you ever did was fuck my best friend, and the best thing I ever did was fuck yours. The only difference is I love Camden. You only love yourself, and that's why you'll end up alone. When are you going to realize that everyone in your life is simply just putting up with you? She's hot when she's angry, he says. He thinks,
Yeah.
So she keeps writing him, and Cam says, that's it, sunshine. Tell him how good I make you feel. I rub her clit faster and her eyelashes flutter as she rocks into me. Her voice hitches. You lost, man. It's over, I say. Eyes on me, Jordan. She blinks open and her body clenches. Christ, my smile stretches. That's my girl, he says. At the end of the call, she like comes and he goes, That's what it sounds like when she comes. Thought you'd want to hear it since you never got to experience it yourself. And Brian says, both of you go to hell. And he says, you're going to regret the day you ever left me. No, Brian, she says, her voice eerily calm. You're going to regret the day you ever underestimated me. She gazes at her manicure and sighs. I'm not to be trifled with. I cut him off before he insults my queen. Say goodbye, Jordan, I tell her. Good riddance, she mutters, smiling and leaning down to kiss me. I end the call and toss my phone to the side.
Got him.
A couple days later.
Yeah.
She gets an email. I think Cam might be out of town, but she gets an email. She's sitting down. She opens up her laptop and has an email from Brian. It is a proposal with financial plans to buy Cam's hockey team, the Lakes, for $1.1 billion.
Okay.
And she's like, oh, hell no, this motherfucker's not doing that.
Well, no, because he's about to go to jail for all the fraud or whatever.
So she calls him. She's like, how do I make this go away? You're not doing this to Cam. You're not going to buy this. And he was like, it's simple. I want you. This union will be good for us. This all goes away. I won't buy the team and fire him and make his life hell. And you'll come back to me. She says, if I do this, you'll never lay a hand on me again. You'll never slam my head into the wall. And I want a contract stating you'll never buy the Lakes hockey team. And she's like crying and sniffling.
Yeah.
And she goes, God, I should get an Academy Award for this. He's buying it.
Yeah.
And he was like, good girl, I knew you'd do the right thing. And she goes, on the stipulation, I get to tell Camden. And he was like, fine. So she hangs up and she calls Veronica. And she says, listen here, bitch.
Yeah.
And Veronica's like, oh my God, Jordan, I'm so sorry.
Keep my name out your mouth.
Like, please, are you calling to...
No, I'm not.
Right. She goes, Brian and I are back together. We're getting married. So call him right now. Tell him to come to your house tonight and break it off with him. You will not get in the way of our marriage.
Yeah.
And she's like, okay, I'll call him. I'll tell him we're done.
Yeah.
And she was like, well, that just confirmed my suspicion that you're still fucking together.
Obviously.
And so she hangs up with Veronica and is like, God, I hope my plan works. So Cam comes home and she shows him in the email, and he's obviously panicked. Like, this piece of shit can't buy my team.
Yeah.
Like, and she goes, listen.
I got it.
I called him and I recorded the call saying, you'll never hit me again. You'll never slam my head. You'll never do all this stuff. He's like, you never told me he hit you. And she's like...
Don't get hung up on the details.
Well, exactly. She's like, sorry. She just goes, I've got a plan, but you need to stay out of my way.
Yeah.
Remember when I was talking to your dad at Thanksgiving about Blue Tower? Jordan takes a deep breath. My job at H&H was to review contracts on the new companies they were purchasing and send it up the ladder for the head execs to gain investors. Blue Tower is one of those companies. It was just some small startup acquisition. It doesn't exist. It's a dummy shell corporation. How do you know? I had a guy look into it. He got me the documents, signed by Brian Davenport Jr., by the way, to back it up. So are they being audited? An audit would take too long, and it would give him time to cover it up. It needs to be a scandal. I want him publicly humiliated. Yeah. I knew the circumstances around me being assigned the Blue Tower account were suspicious. It was an IT company where I dealt with health in the healthcare sector. Something didn't sit well with me. It was confirmed when I spoke with your dad at Thanksgiving. So that's why Jordan told my father not to invest. She said the returns were too high. It's all coming together now. He's running a Ponzi scheme. She covers her mouth and nods. Holy shit, I say. I know, and I'd be willing to bet that he's using it as collateral to bankroll his purchase of your team.
Yeah.
And so Cam just thinks to himself, he's like, she's a legion of one, taking no prisoners.
Oh.
So what are the next steps? Well, an audit would take months, but there needs to be a whistle blown from the outside. It has to be an ambush. We have to leak that the funds are coming from a fraudulent shell corporation to the financial agency. Fucking up his collateral will delay securing the loan, and he won't be able to move forward. If I hand over the documents myself, they'll ask me where I got them, and I refuse to implicate my source, Seven, her guy. I need them to come directly from Brian himself. That part is already in the works. She's going to plant the fucking evidence. This woman's blowing my mind. I scrub a hand down my face. Here she let me believe I was corrupting her, but she's been her own villain this whole time. After we take it to the NHL Board of Governors, packaged in a neat little bow with this recording, she wiggles her phone, he could show up with cash in hand and they'd spit in his face. Clever girl. Then we'll give the media a head start before the Davenports. We should call, Cam says, Alexis, she says, following my train of thought. She and my sister chatted about work a lot over Thanksgiving. Jordan knows she's a journalist in Boston. Alexis is cutthroat. She'll eat him alive. And Jordan says, and she can use it as a jumpstart to expose the law firm that's taking bribes on the side. I'm sure the NHL won't be too happy to hear about that. After a moment, her eyes soften and she looks at me. I'm sorry, Cam. I never meant for you to get wrapped up in this. She's a bad bitch with zero fear, and she's mine. Just when I think I couldn't love her anymore.
Oh, get over it.
You're in love.
I'm like, I get it.
So that night at like 1 a.m., she tries to sneak to her car in the garage, but Cam's there. He's like, bitch, you ain't going nowhere without me. And she's like, fine, drive to Veronica's.
Yeah.
She's like wearing all black. And he's like, oh, this is fun.
He's like a spy.
Literally, he's like, this is fun.
Yeah.
And so they get to Veronica's. Brian's car is there, obviously.
Yeah, they're fucking.
Seven, like, disarmed his car alarm remotely somehow, hacked into the Lexus system.
Sure.
And so she takes that 20 grand that she got from her finance guy. She got small bills, rolled them all up. It looks like a lot of money.
Sure.
Put the 20 grand in the trunk and the documents with Brian's signature on them that are vouching for this shell company that's fake. And then she like YouTubed how to undo his taillight without hitting it.
Yes.
So that he can get pulled over or whatever. And Kim's like, damn, this bitch is hot.
Yeah. I mean, what are we doing here?
I know. And so in the morning, she calls the cops. Seven is like, okay, the car is on the move.
Yeah.
She calls the cops and reports erratic, careless driving with a Lexus with a taillight out and gives them the license plate number. Then she calls Cam's sister and is like, you need to look into this guy and here's what you need to look into and you're an investigative reporter.
Yeah.
Blow the whistle kind of a thing. And then like, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 days later, maybe like a week later, she turns on the TV early in the morning. Sources tell us that the board of directors have asked Brian Davenport to step down from his role at H&H Holdings. No word as to what his response has been. A full investigation has been launched into the business conglomerate empire. A spokesperson for the company says there was no collusion with the founder, Brian Davenport Sr., and that he's already set up a foundation to repay any investors that were swindled by his son.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. Then Cam, they do, of course, we got to get one more sex scene.
Of course. We're fucking when we're watching the news.
He makes her, like, then they show the footage of his arrest.
Yeah.
And he's, like, fucking her while, he's like, watch the screen, blah, 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 blah. Like, yeah, this whole thing. And then he's like, who owns you? And she goes, you, I cry. He pulls me up, my ass tight against his pelvis. No, baby, no one owns you. You're too fucking vicious to have a keeper. But I'll worship and love you for as long as... And then he lets her, like... dominate him a little bit.
Okay.
And he goes, she's earned my submission. Which is kind of hot.
Oh, did you think it was kind of hot?
Just a little bit.
Oh, did you think it was kind of hot?
Just a little bit.
Okay.
5 weeks go by, and now it's the meeting of their parents, and Cam is going to officially not ask for her dad's permission to propose, but he's just like, I'm going to propose.
Yeah, like for real, for real.
Yeah. And her dad's like, great, love that. And then cut to 3 months later, it's June. It's the Stanley Cup Finals. They've gone all the way. Every June. And there's like this big whole long battle. But they win it. Everyone's crying.
Oh, great.
And then that night, they're in the bathtub after making love. And he shows her a ring. He's holding her and he proposes.
And she says yes.
Yeah. Epilogue.
Yes.
6 months later.
Yes.
It's December. She's been working at Safe House this entire time.
Oh.
And she's like gratified. She's like, I love this.
Yeah,
and
it's really easy to work at a nonprofit when you're a billionaire.
Sure is. She's also has been working with Seven to help women in like extreme cases. Cool. Yeah. So I kind of like
she's
that.
She's like a vigilante now.
Yes, that's the word I was thinking of earlier.
Okay.
I was like, auntie. So I couldn't think of the word.
Auntie?
I should have said that. You probably would have got it. Anyway, she's like a vigilante now. It's their wedding day, and they're getting married in front of their lake. It's like all snowy and beautiful. And
in December.
Hey. Well, they're hockey people. Who knows?
I guess
whatever.
So. Just no big holidays. Not even close to big holidays.
Well, it's the beginning of December.
Yeah, but no one wants to be like, oh, great, now let's get ready for anniversary and Christmas and Hanukkah.
You know what someone just told me? Who told me this? Oh, I think it was the guy I went out with last night. He was like, I went to a wedding on December 22nd. I was like, why would they do that?
That's the worst.
3 days before Christmas?
It's so weird.
I would have been like, no. Anyway, that's so weird.
I won't do that.
Right. Anyway, it's beautiful and sappy, and I cried.
Yeah, I'm sure.
And they live happily ever after.
Oh. You know what? I predicted it was going to be an HEA. Wait. Yeah.
Well, I only do the HEAs. You know that.
So, I mean, I was right.
You were
I was right about that.
Oh, yeah.
Well, that was fun.
It's cute.
It was cute. I thought it was good. I did think it was good.
It's just the smut was so good.
Yeah. I could tell you liked it a lot.
Yeah. You didn't hate it.
No, I did not hate it.
Okay,
and I'm
good.
not just saying that to be nice to you.
Thank you.
You know I wouldn't do that.
I know that. And I can tell by your face. Yeah.
And he was hot.
He was hot.
And he was doing the right things.
He was. All the right things. Like, he's emotionally available.
Yeah,
not to other bitches, but to her.
He's so thoughtful.
Yep. Very thoughtful.
Yeah.
Very, very thoughtful. He was my favorite. I read the other books in the series are crazy. Like the first book, the girl, her mom dies and she finds these diary entries of her mom's. And she's like, was I kidnapped by my mom?
Oh, no.
Runs a 23andMe, finds her she's in British Columbia, finds her biological parents. This is Birdie. Finds her biological parents in Minneapolis, travels down there. Turns out she was kidnapped by this fucking woman.
Wow.
When she was 6. And her parents are like, Birdie, you're alive. And it's a brother's best friend thing. So when she was 6, her brother's best friend and her were like little kid boyfriend, girlfriend. And so she finds out she was kidnapped, finds her family, and then falls in love with her brother's best friend.
It's classic.
Who plays on the team.
Obviously.
Yeah.
I know hockey very much just there.
Yeah.
It's not exactly hockey centered.
It kind of is. There's a lot of hockey in it.
Well, I appreciate that. I don't feel that way.
Yeah, I did not talk about it for your sake. I was like, who gives a fuck?
Who does?
Right. To me, it's more about her story, not his.
Yeah, I mean, unless the hockey boys are kissing on the ice, I don't want to.
And in this one, they're not.
I don't care about that.
Yep, it's all straight. All straighties.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, good for them.
Anyway, next week's book is going to be very fun.
Okay, great.
It's called Not All Himbos Wear Capes.
Not all himbos wear capes. All right, I'll go somewhere with this.
Okay.
I'll get a little out there.
Okay.
I'm going to say I don't think this is what this book's about, but this is what I think this book is about.
Okay.
I think that Not All Himbos Wear Capes
Excuse me.
takes place in a world, and this is obviously not a new idea.
I'm gonna look at what it is because
I'm obviously stealing this from like multiple other books and things that have done this.
Uh-huh.
It's gonna be a world where everybody, not everybody, but a good portion of the population, I'm gonna say a third of the population, is born with superpowers.
Okay.
As superheroes.
Yep.
Or villains.
Yeah.
Depending on the life that you live.
Yeah.
And so it's gonna be about a dude who was not born with any superpowers, obviously. And he's like scrawny.
Okay.
And he's a nerd. And he's in his 30s. And
Glasses.
because he was born without superpowers, he just hasn't really tried. Because he was just like, what the fuck, man? What is the point? I'm never going to be as cool as I want to be.
It's like being a beta in a world of alphas and omegas.
Yeah, exactly. And he's just like, we know what? So he's just coasting through life, doing whatever, nothingness. Maybe he's like lame. Maybe he does like accounting or something, you know? Mm-hmm. But so he ends up getting a job working for like, because there is like obviously like a central organization for the superhero people where they all like come together, get their missions, get their shit, and it's like their main purpose is like this corporation of superheroes popped up because someone had to like group up to fight the supervillains. And maybe long time ago, ancient history, supervillains banded together one time to take on the superheroes, and it's like that's what made these two entities. And so he's like, well, if I can never be a superhero myself, then I will just work at the place that like supports them, and that'll be what I do. That'll be my thing. And you know, whatever, he's working late one night, but this is his thing, is like he is always like, oh, working late again after everyone goes home. And then once they go home, he like wanders around the building and like checks shit out, because he's also just like a like
they got no cameras up in there.
They got cameras, like he's got clearance, and like for the most part, they're like, if you come in, you're trusted. Okay. We have people that have like psychic powers
clearance is all I
that
need.
Like scan your brain and stuff to be like, what are your intentions and stuff. But I mean, there are definitely parts he's not supposed to go to, and maybe through a series of accidents during one of his night walks, he ends up like in a room he's never been in before, in a lab, and he's like, what is all of this? And he's like, I definitely should not be here. And obviously big vat of liquid of some kind. Totally. He gets startled because he thinks he's getting caught, falls into the liquid. Yep.
Tale as old as time.
Tale as old as time. He goes home. He wakes up in the morning. Oh my God. He's like so buff. Himbo. He is now a himbo.
Blonde.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
You have to be.
Yep. And he's just like, whoa, what's happening? But also like, I can't tell anybody.
His voice is all deep.
Everyone's going to know that I like went where I wasn't supposed to go. Longest of story short.
Okay.
The romance is going to be the researcher that made this thing.
Okay.
Is like this like hot, cool lady who has like psychic powers. So she's like super smart, maybe a little telekinesis type stuff. But also she's like very, very intelligent. It's like that is her superpower. She's like worlds beyond.
She's brunette.
Of course.
Yep.
And she was like, she's been like creating this thing that wasn't exactly intended to make superheroes, but it was like she was trying to isolate like where's this coming from, because maybe also like in the history of things is like humans, this wasn't always, it was like after something happened that no one knows what happened, a third of the population started getting like superpowers. So she's like isolated the gene and she's been boiling it down and trying to figure it out and like trying to just whatever. And in her head, it was like so that we can understand like super people better, because it's like there's a lot of tough stuff with like providing medical support for them because their bodies don't act like the rest of us. Yeah. So that was her purpose, and that's what she was funded to do. So then when she finds it out, she's gonna be pissed that it happened. So you contaminated all my shit, blah, blah, blah. But what an interesting thing's happening to you right now that you're not like this big.
Now I'm gonna study you.
Yeah, I'm gonna study you. They fall in love. They discover a fucking plot that it turns out this organization of superheroes and the organization of supervillains are all run by the same people, because they're like, it's good business. Yeah. Like typical. We have to have villains to fight the heroes. We have to have heroes to fight the villains. We need to be able to sell merch of the superheroes. We need like people to be bought into this whole thing and not to be like turning on us for having superpowers and being like, you guys can't just rule us because you have superpowers. And their whole funding of her research to help the superheroes get medical attention and shit better was just a ploy, because they needed someone to figure out where this gene came from. Because the whole reason was that way back in the day, maybe during a war of some kind, they were trying to make super soldiers, and then they exploded this super gene into just the entire atmosphere world. And then once it was in everyone, it was in the DNA. So it was like, this is just going to keep happening. Like, we altered people. Oops, are bad. Yeah. But they're like, now that if we can get the gene back, we can make superheroes, so that if we can have our own secret army, so that if any of these superheroes or supervillains start to act up, we bring in the big boys, the world enders. Yeah. And that's the plot they discover. So then
okay. So it's about
them uncovering that, falling in love, having crazy super
sex.
Yeah. So I've never watched Boys, but maybe it's got some of that vibe to it, you know? So definitely like crazy superhero sex, crazy floating in space, doing crazy shit, whatever. And then once they take down the organization, maybe like the epilogue is they're like living happily together, and then she has completed her research where she's like,
I can turn you back, and that's the end. And it's a cliffhanger for book 2. Oh, interesting.
Of like, does he go back to the life he had? And then also the moral dilemma of like, should we use this to take all superpowers away and equal the like playing field, because this was never how we were supposed to get here. Totally. And it's caused like normal people are dying left and right. Superheroes, supervillains fighting in the streets, dead. People are dead. Yeah. Cars are being thrown. People are dead. Right. And it's not going to go away. The destruction of it is crazy. Yeah. It's like just like the regular people are being used as fuel for the superheroes' lives. And that's what I think Not All Himbos Wear Capes is about.
Okay. We'll find out.
And he never wears a cape.
I'm excited.
Me too. Actually, that one does sound fun.
Oh, yeah. It's got high reviews.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
Bye.